Shorty rock to the beat for your boy. Rock to the beat for your boy.
Here we go. I want money. I want tips. Pay my taxes. Eat a dick.
With you.
Easy to eat.
With you.
My tax attorney screwed me over. YouTube views. I'm screwed. I want to do a fundraiser to pay my tax on Twitch. Violated the rules.
Get that ass banned.
What a bitch. Dumba. It's not my fault. Dumba. It's not my fault.
It was
YouTube.
It was
Taxes.
It was
Detractors.
It was
Cinema.
It was
Copyright strikes. Not my fault. Phil, you know, with all this going on, we really want you to have a new TV.
You should tip me. You should tip me.
If you're not aware, just a standard doctor's visit is hundreds of dollars.
You should tip me. You should tip me.
In addition to all of that, last night also, I was looking at gaming headphones.
You should tip me. You should tip me.
I might have to sell my house.
You should tip me. You should tip me.
Shorty rock to the beat for your boy.
Dumba. Dumba.
Rock to the beat for your boy.
Dumba. Here we go. I want money. I want tips. Pay my taxes. Eat a dick.
My name is Richard.
I am Darkside Phil. Oh my god.
I really need to make this fucking money.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money. I'm done. Why am I poisoning? What? Why am I toxic?
That was fucking
Why am I toxic?
That was fucking
Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a loser. Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a loser.
I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Why are you doing this to me? I just can't do it. Real talk, why? Ban anybody who says they have Apple. Ban anybody who says they have Apple. We made $1 and lost 1 subscriber. So you guys earn 3 minutes of commercials. I don't smell my fingers. I touch my face. Did something that's a twitch. Did something that's a twitch. Got no bitch in my blood. 0 bitch in my blood. Honestly, straight life at people's faces. I don't smell my fingers, right?
That was my depression. I need that money. Pay my bills, electric bill. That was my depression. I need that money. Pay my bills, electric bill, the internet bill.
I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Like, why are you doing this to me? I just can't do it.
Why am I toxic?
That was fucking
Why am I toxic?
That was fucking
Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a loser. Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a loser.
Big up.
Flippin' Richard.
Faggot, I wanna punch the faggot in his face, in his face. I wanna punch the faggot in his face, in his face.
Yo, I didn't know this song had offensive words in it.
I would literally kill him right now. Kill him right now. I would literally kill him right now. Kill him right now. Bitch, I will destroy you. Destroy you. Your children and rip your head. I will destroy you. Destroy you. Your children and rip your head.
I just can't do it.
You trust.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't take this shit.
I think I'm about to fuck him up.
There's no ups and downs in my content. Like, somebody made an entire album of like me crying and my chair squeaking. That's not positive. That's not a feel good video at the end of the day. Big up Liquid Richard. Shout out Sean Ranklin. My nigga. Lord of the Wing. And it just seems like everybody wants to fuck with me all day. All day. I'm getting the fucking surgery. 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 I'm getting the surgery. Imagine waking up every day of your life, barely able to walk, and all you do is get picked on. That's my life, nigga. I hate my fucking life. I hate my life. Trolls just drill me all day. Trolls just drill me all day. Trolls just drill me all day. I talk about anything, everything. There's a video made about it. People laughed about it, making fun about it. I'm scared to fucking death of the surgery. I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man. I don't want any of this anymore. I don't want YouTube. I don't want fame. I don't want any of it. I don't want any of this. I don't want YouTube. I don't want fame. I don't want any of it. Trolls just drill me all day. Trolls just drill me all day.
I agree with you.
Drill me all day.
I'm a mature adult with a business degree.
All day. I'm getting the fucking surgery. 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 I'm getting the
Big up surgery. Whoa, what a song, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Oh, this scene's been live the whole time. I thought I transitioned. I don't even know when it happened. Let's do it again. Whoa, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Today is going to be a specifically delicious and tasty and savory, tangy and citrusy flavored aftertaste in your mouth after the stream. Because we're going to be looking at some of Chef Burnelli's biggest ever recipes and walkthroughs of making food. So let's start with the ramen noodles one, obviously. And we're going to go the way that they were decided in the poll. Let's see. So first is the ramen noodle, second is a gamer bacon sandwich, and last you got Italian sauce. And then we're gonna watch the scrambled eggs or whatever. We're gonna watch some other stuff. Now, if there's any issue with the stream, because I didn't get time to test it today and I had to set up my entire thing, just let me know in chat. I'll try and fix it. But for now, let's just dive in to the King of Hate vlogs, DSP Tries It, episode 147. Now, this is not that much of a cooking episode, but it's a little bit of a food review / cooking. So yeah, you'll see. As always, thanks for everybody for joining this chill and interactive stream. If you want to support the channel, you see all the social icons above. Go and do stuff on them, follow me, or a little thumbs up the stream, and all that kind of stuff as usual. You know what I mean? And there's some links below me that you can go and check out for other stuff if you need.
DSP Tries It.
What is going on, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to a special edition of DSP Tries It. Now, first off, just to say this up front, I've been under the weather recently. My throat has been swollen. You can hear right now my voice is kind of strained, raspy because of this, okay? So what's the perfect thing you think of when you say, oh man, when you have a bad voice or you're under the weather, what do you want? You want soup, right? So, today's DSP
And a massive snort.
Tries It is the perfect opportunity because we're going to be trying out two different products from Cup Noodles. Now, the reason that this is very pertinent, especially for now, if you are a gamer, you may be playing Final Fantasy
Gamer noodles.
15, and you may not know this if you're not playing it. Cup Noodles has a giant ad space purchased in the game. They're on billboards. I'm not even kidding you. The characters actually have a freaking side mission where you have to buy cup noodles, then you have to go out and get ingredients through fighting monsters, put those ingredients into the cup noodles, and you eat it, and it's like, oh, the most delicious of gourmet ingredients. I mean, cup noodles are already good without this, but with these...
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm gonna derail this a little bit, but we didn't get to go to DSP's Twitter, but we're gonna do it after this. I just kind of got into the point of the video, but yeah, it is what it is.
Added ingredients, it's just so good. And it's hilarious because you can buy it, and it looks...
And he's making it sound like noodles are kind of... They had like a marketing campaign with the Final Fantasy game to promote noodles. While noodles in like rice products like this are super prominent in Asia and in fucking Europe and in the US. It's like the easiest food you can make. It's really quick. You can make it in a variety of ways. But DSP chose to make it in the worst and laziest way.
Just like this. I'm not even kidding. In the game, I believe it costs like 1,000 gil or whatever, which I guess would be like the equivalent of $10 or something.
It costs like 40 cents. One of these costs 40 cents.
And it looks just like this picture. Big, giant, juicy shrimp with delicious ramen and all these fresh
You fell for the marketing scheme.
vegetables, right? So,
I'm a mature
today,
adult with a business
we're going to
degree.
try the two most popular flavors of cup noodles. Both the shrimp and the chicken, okay? Now, it's hilarious because it says chicken flavor. Do you want to know why it says chicken flavor?
There's no chicken inside, you idiot.
There's actually no chicken in it.
Wow.
I think there's chicken stock, meaning
This shocks me.
that broth made with chicken, but no actual pieces of chicken are in this.
No
However,
pieces
in the
of chicken.
shrimp, there actually are supposed to be shrimp in the shrimp cup noodles, okay?
Oh,
So-
massive snort.
You might say to yourself, wow, well, in Final Fantasy 15, right, this is considered gourmet. Gladio, one of the main characters of the game, is kissing cup noodles.
This is considered gourmet. So DSP thinks it's gourmet in real life just because in the literally named fantasy game, it's called, it's fucking gourmet. Or it's expensive. Wow. In reality, it must be even better than in the game. Oh my god.
Noodles asked one of his favorite foods. He's like, oh, this is something I would eat all the time. I can't believe how delicious it is and everything. So you would say, okay, in the game it costs like 1,000 gil. How much could it possibly cost in real life, right? Well, does it cost $10 for each one? Just
When you find out, you're gonna be shocked how little these... And look at all the... This man is a treasure. Never let him die. Look at this in the background. You have a chopping board with a knife and a bunch of spoons. And what looks like, I don't know what this is, like cough syrup? I have no idea. But dude is prepared like he's gonna be trying like a Guinness World Records type of thing.
Just like in Final Fantasy 15? No,
It's
it does
literally-
not. All right, what about
Oh,
if it's
shit.
gourmet food, right? $5. It's got to be $5
No, it's not gourmet food. It's the cheapest food you can find on earth. It is noodles, some of it.
each. Wrong. $3. Lower. Okay. Geez, maybe it's a steal. Maybe it's a delicious gourmet meal at a budget price. $1 each. Wrong.
Whoa.
In the United States of America, cup noodles cost
39 cents.
Whoa, what a fantastic bargain.
I'm a mature adult with a business degree. Each. 39
This guy fucking shocks me. This shocks me.
cents.
Oh my god.
I just want you to put this into perspective, okay? What else can you buy for 39 cents? Well, you can't buy a pack of gum.
You can't even pay for a microtransaction in the WWE Champions. Worthless. 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents. Nah. Nothing.
You can't buy a candy bar.
Can't even tip him that much. It's basically not even existent amount of money. It's so low. So
You can't even buy... More than likely, if you went to, say, like, a restaurant, they probably wouldn't even give you the cup of hot water required to make cup noodles for 39 cents. They probably charge you 50 cents for a cup of hot water. So, the actual cup noodles product is one of the cheapest food products you can ever...
yeah, actually, a guy with two names says in chat, that's expensive as fuck. The regular ones are 50 cents, 15 cents. Like, this shit even has, like, an actual styled cup and the packaging around it. The shit that I get is just in a plastic wrap. Or there are even ones that it doesn't even say anything on it. You just kind of assume it's noodles and you buy it for, like, 20 cents.
Ever get in the United States, which is why it's infamous amongst college students or university students who have next to no money.
Oh my god, what? What was that? Oh my god, let's go back again. You have to hear it.
In the United States, which is why it's infamous amongst college students or university students who have next to no money.
Oh my god.
Because if they're at college, they're
he snorted it all the way to like, it went straight in his stomach. This is such a powerful snort.
They're studying, right? They're constantly, they can't hold jobs. They're at college studying, they have no income. So this is one of the lowest budget foods you can possibly get. So I'm sure it's going to be gourmet, just like they said in Final Fantasy 15, right? Well, before we even take a look at the flavor or how to make it, I want to rotate this to the back to show you. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
A single cup of noodles, 44%.
He has no idea what he's looking at. It's just a bunch of percentages that he's gonna read out. There's no, like, actual point to him reading it. He's just acting like he knows what he's talking about.
Of your daily sodium, a quarter of your saturated fat. Calories are pretty decent at around 300 calories, right? That's not too bad. So honestly, a lot of these things are, but iron is actually quite high at 15%, right? I wonder if the chicken is any better or worse. Chicken is worse. Chicken actually has a higher sodium percentage. Everything else looks pretty much the same. Okay, so there's really not. Oh, by the way, here you go. Powdered chicken and rendered chicken fat. Those are the only ingredients in here that are really chicken.
Yeah, how do you think fresh chicken would last in a plastic container that is stored on a shelf? And, like, what did he expect? It's just his expectations, basically, that burn him on this. Come on, it costs less than $1. You're not even supposed to be reading what it says on the back of the thing. You just put it in your mouth.
No actual pieces of chicken are present in the chicken cup noodles, which is kind of funny. So, how do you make cup noodles? Well, the first thing you gotta do is you gotta take the cup out of its cardboard container.
Oh wow, you have to take it out first.
Do that.
That's some innovative cup design.
And right here on the top, it explains how to make it. It says, recommended cooking.
Nobody told me how to make it. Well, let's see. So come on, I don't have to explain to you.
Instructions. Go for it. Boy, I can't even read that. What does this say? Oh yeah. Boil water in a separate container. Fold back the lid and add the boiling water to the inside fill line. Close.
They named it after him.
The lid again and let stand for 3 minutes and then slurp away. Stir and enjoy, right? Wow. Do not microwave the cup. And it says it will be hot, which is why the cup is made of styrofoam, because typically styrofoam does not conduct heat well. It actually hinders heat, so therefore they don't want you to burn your hand, okay? Wow. So you might say, well, how am I going to do this? Am I going to sit here on my oven and boil a pot of water? No. I have a Keurig coffee maker, which...
Whoa, epic moment. Epic. Let's just have a moment of silence for this epic coffee maker that was very cheap.
Oh my god!
Shout out to Sean Ranklin.
Phil, we contribute to you, but it always seems like it's a black hole.
pumps out boiling hot water within seconds. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, I don't want to just do it in here because I'm afraid that it might not make the exact amount, and therefore it might overflow. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to come over here and get a coffee mug. Okay? I'll just grab any typical one of these coffee mugs. Okay? And I'm going to fill this with hot water, and I'm going to pour that into the cup noodles. So let's actually get this plastic off, because you see the heavy plastic on it. So I'm going to put the camera down for a second.
Took him,
I'm going to do it just by hand.
It did take him 27 minutes to review this, but to actually make it, the thing that would take you a literal 2 minutes to make, it took him like 15 minutes to actually make it edible.
And if not, I'll have to grab, I'm just going to grab a knife because it's on there pretty tight. Okay.
Okay.
All right, got the plastic off. Now, I just want to show you, I'm actually going to peel this back, because you need to peel off the top anyway.
What?
See if I can manage to do it in a way that you can actually see what's
No, fuck editing. He doesn't edit. He's a gamer.
inside. There we go. Wow. All right. So, cup noodles. The amazing gourmet product as advertised.
This is literally a fucking Chris Chan video. This is a Chris Chan level of exceptionalism.
Throughout all of Final Fantasy 15, here's what it looks like.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't that just look ultra appetizing?
Doesn't the McDonald's burgers all look ultra appetizing in the advertisement? Oh, it's almost like it doesn't look like that in real life.
I'll actually give it a whiff. Basically, I smell two things. I smell salt, and I smell a seasoning that kind of smells like seafood. Okay, being that this is the shrimp one, I'm not surprised.
Whoa,
okay. Now,
he's not surprised that the shrimp smells like shrimp.
To give you some comparison size-wise, this is cup noodles. This is a standard, I believe, 16-ounce glass. I actually have cherry juice in there right now. So,
comparisons for all the other people who've never seen ramen noodles before in their life.
Standard cup noodles is actually about, I'm looking at it now, 2.25 ounces dry. But once it actually fills up, it's probably about 6 to 8 ounces with the hot water in it. Okay? So that's about the size. So, I'm supposed to make hot water, pour it in there to the fill line, and I'm assuming the fill line would be that line you see above the top of the styrofoam there. Okay? And then mix it up and let it sit for about 3 minutes, they said. So what I'll actually do here is I'll open up the other one, the chicken. Okay. And we'll take a look at what that one looks like on the inside too. What is funny is you can't see any shrimp inside of this shrimp flavored one. There's just no shrimp visible.
There is no visible shrimp.
Okay, so
there is no shrimp. It just smells like shrimp. It gives you the illusion of shrimp. Just like he gives the illusion of people having a choice on his stream. The illusion of chill and interactivity. It's the same shit. His stream is a cup of ramen noodles.
Notable difference is the shrimp is brownish, right? A brownish seasoning to it.
Brownish.
And I see a few pieces of carrot or whatever, but I don't see any shrimp.
Oh,
in the chicken one, it's very yellow.
Whoa.
Okay, and I'll actually give it a whiff. Oh yeah, it smells like chicken stock. It does. It smells like any kind of chicken.
Somebody offered this guy a position on MasterChef as one of the judges.
Stock or chicken broth that you would get. This one actually has dried pieces of corn in it. Okay, so here's salt, and I smell a seasoning.
Okay, never mind. I skipped a little bit. Now we get to more hot water generation.
Now, will this be enough to fill the cup noodles to the fill line, or will we need a second one? We'll have to see. Okay. There's our hot water. Looks like there's one or two pieces of... Oh, no, it was a bubble. I thought it was a piece of coffee. It's not a bubble in there.
Oh,
all right,
bubble.
so...
Now,
epic
moment. The moment of truth is when this happens.
To the cup noodles and not make a mess.
He's not going to make a mess.
He's probably going to make a mess.
Probably.
Let's going? Oh my god, this mug sucks. 'Cause
This mug sucks. The mug sucks. Oh, this is terrible mug. I hate it too, yeah.
it has this rounded lip.
The rounded lip of the mug.
It doesn't
It's too tangy. The tanginess of the mug.
pour out properly.
Yeah, it's not proper. Ah, okay. It's good.
So that was not even
This is fucking cringe.
nearly enough water. And now my entire countertop is covered in water because this coffee mug is not a good one for pouring out stuff. Of course, all my other ones are in the freaking wash right now.
Yeah, this is pretty much how we discovered the Keurig coffee maker. That it was pretty expensive back in the day. I don't know. It was a thing. It's one of the reasons why DSP doesn't want to do house tours now, because everybody's gonna pause and look at the stuff he has. Like here in this case, you can see he has the nice latex gloves and some tongs or whatever that shit is. And yeah, that's basically it.
Of course. So, I guess it's time to dry my countertop and then we'll try again. We'll make a second batch of water here.
He's gonna try again. He needs a redemption run for the noodles. Jesus Christ.
Mess I have made. But yeah, not even close to the fill line with whatever I got in there. Nope. So we gotta do it again.
Oh my god, this is like, yeah. This back in the like 1700s, they would take people like DSP out back and just end it, and that was it, just for society's sake.
Okay. So
in Minecraft, they did this in Minecraft, not in real life.
while that's going, I'll come over here. So with the little water that's added, it did actually pick up with flavor. I could smell it a little more, but it certainly doesn't look very appetizing, does it? Okay. The second batch of water popping out behind me right now. And what I'll actually do this time, I'm gonna come over here. I have these mats that are by my sink. These are drying mats, so when we wash dishes, we put them here to dry. This way, if it spills, it'll just spill onto the drying mat, and I won't have to dry it up. It'll naturally evaporate. Okay. Cup number 2. And, oh, almost to the fill line, almost. Ah, okay. It is 2.
He spilled some on the mat as well.
On our first cup noodles. Whoa, and you saw what happened? The noodles just floated
You're supposed to cover it, dumbass.
to the top. So, we'll move that to the side to absorb the water.
You literally did it wrong. You're supposed to put something on top. Close it and put something on top. What the fuck? He's literally doing it wrong.
I'll grab the second cup noodles, which is the chicken. And we'll get this one going. With the remainder of water, pour that right in here.
Oh no.
And get to work on my next cup.
Oh, some more cups.
While I'm doing that.
Oh my god.
I'll grab a spoon. And I'll begin to stir in the water into the shrimp cup noodles.
No.
Boy, it is just one block of noodles. Look at it. It is a block of dried noodle. As you can see, the broth in this is dark and brown. A dark brown broth. I've still yet to see a single shrimp. I see no shrimp in this. Seriously, I don't see any shrimp at all.
Scammed. DSP scammed. Oh my god. He did literally everything wrong. Literally everything wrong. Terrible fucking making noodles. Terrible, terrible.
Look, it's just a big mound of noodles. I'm stirring it constantly here looking. I don't see a single shrimp in this shrimp one. None.
Nobody says there's shrimp inside.
I see carrots. I see whatever that green seasoning is, right? I see tons of that. I don't see a single shrimp. I think they're full of crap. Even though the advertisement right on it with delicious giant juicy shrimp.
Yeah, that's for people like DSP. No, it never says it's delicious or giant or juicy shrimp. It just said with shrimp. It doesn't say that, you know? It's how marketing
Not a
works.
single shrimp.
You're kind of not... You're supposed to be smart enough to not expect there to be actual shrimp inside. Or like 50 cents.
For 39 cents, what do you expect, right? Alright, so that's supposed to soak.
39 cents, what do you expect? That's my question, actually.
soaking. Here we go.
Okay, the next batch, and we pouring on the mat.
And
again.
boom, to the fill line. Beautiful.
And boom.
Okay.
Yay.
So it looks like it takes about a standard cup and a half of typical, a teacup or coffee cup in order to fill one of these cup noodles. So I'm still stirring my shrimp. In a moment, I'll head over to
The shrimp went to the what was it? The Officer Sanders video. That's where you can see the shrimp.
the chicken. There is no shrimp. There's not a single one. Take a look at that. I mean, maybe once I start to eat it, maybe then I'll find one. But right now, I mean, where could it possibly be hiding in there, you know?
Okay.
Now here's the chicken. Let's break up these noodles, okay? So here is an empty block, big block of dried noodles. So the chicken one didn't say it had chicken in it. It said it had chicken powder. Chicken powder. So basically insanely finely ground chicken. And you gotta wonder, what part of the chicken, right, would they actually chop up into powder and put into a cup noodles? Probably like the assholes and elbows, right? The pieces that no one else wants to eat. No one would
The assholes and elbows of the chicken.
buy
Obviously.
at the grocery store or the market. That's probably what they put inside of this.
No, it's just chicken broth. That's it. No actual chicken, just broth. Oh, thanks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, oh my god. Try eating
It's just
it
an
with
incredible amount of noodles, you know, for the size of the cup. If anything, you wish maybe they would have put more ingredients in there.
This, oh my god, look at this man. He's splashing outside. He's snorting. He's fucking slurping. He's talking shit. He has no idea what to expect from this. He expected chicken and shrimp and there's nothing. And now he's whining, I wish there was less noodles and more ingredients inside. It costs 39 cents.
To be part of the broth, like more vegetables, more, you know what I mean? And less noodles. But let's face it, the noodles are probably the least expensive ingredient in this thing, which is why it's 39 cents for a cup.
It's basically probably the cup that was the most expensive ingredient for this, because noodles are dirt cheap and the corn and whatever else is inside is, it's irrelevant.
So, this one's getting nicely stirred now. By now, our shrimp should almost be ready. Right? I said 3 minutes. So it should almost be ready to go. Alright, so I'm just going to let that chicken sit there for a bit. I'm going to final stir our shrimp.
How did it take a human being 16 minutes to not even be like done with making 2 sets of noodles? Fuck, man.
Actually, typically, honestly, it looks like the shrimp actually became a little better. Like the noodles spread out a little more.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't that just look
Delicious.
just like it looks like in Final Fantasy 15?
Yeah.
Look, there's what it looks like in Final Fantasy 15 and on the package itself. And here's the reality. Not false advertising at all, right, guys and gals? No, of course not. No. Couldn't accuse them of false advertising. Come on. All right, I'm going to go grab a napkin because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to go to eat this. It's going to go everywhere.
It's gonna go everywhere by itself. It's not him being an animal.
All right. Now for what you've been waiting for. I'm actually going to taste cup noodles for the first time since I was a kid. I had these when I was a kid, and that was it. I haven't had them since then, okay? So, what I'm going to do, let me get the chicken out of here while that gets ready. Shrimp. With shrimp, not shrimp flavored, with shrimp, supposed to have shrimp in it. Okay, whatever you say.
No, it's not supposed to have shrimp in it. Literally, no. No. And now he tries to make himself to be smarter than this, even though he barely made this. He barely managed to put water in this. And to retain his life, you know what I mean? Oh, this guy.
Let's first of all just take a taste of the liquid itself without noodles. Okay.
Very tangy.
Okay. It tastes like, not too salty.
Not
it
too
actually
salty.
tastes just like kind of seasoned water. I'm not even kidding
Oh,
you.
really?
It tastes like seasoned water.
Really?
It doesn't taste like shrimp at all. Not at all, okay?
Really?
All right, let me get another sip.
Get another sip.
Nope. There is not a single inkling of a shrimp flavoring. It's basically just seasoned water.
Oh no,
Wow.
DSP got scammed.
All right, well, maybe the proof is in the noodles. Let's give the noodles a taste and let's see what those taste like. And try to get a spoon. Oh wow, it's even hard to get a spoon of
Try
noodle
getting
up.
a
It's
spoonful
incredibly
of noodles.
difficult to
Try,
get a spoon.
please. Please do try getting a spoonful of noodles. I would like to see that.
Of noodle out of it because they all pull away from you. I might need a fork. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna get a fork. I don't think I could eat.
Wow, that was a great business decision.
I'm a mature adult with a business degree. Eat this without a fork.
Oh, in a brain damaging snort while he was walking away.
So I think what I'm gonna have to do here, okay, I think I'm gonna have to take this fork and kind of twirl.
Revolutionary. By the way, this is what day was this? Never mind. This was when forks were discovered by DSP.
Twirl to get the noodles to catch on the fork. See that? So now when I pull up, now I can get a mouthful of noodles versus before with the spoon, they would all just fall off. All right, so I'm gonna take a bite of this.
Hello, Renee. Welcome to the stream. Oh. Disgusting animal noises. Jesus Christ, come on.
All right. Oh, by the way, now that I have the fork, I can actually go through the noodles a lot better.
Whoa.
See that? And I can 100% tell you, there is not a
You
single
needed a different item, you guys. You needed to equip a different type of weapon.
piece of shrimp in this with shrimp cup of noodles. They 100% lied.
Oh, they
It's complete
lied.
false advertising. And I did not get one with any shrimp, not even a single one.
It's a
It's
scam.
just noodles and liquid and seasonings. That's it. Before I say anything, I'm going to take another forkful,
Another one?
get a taste, and then I'll let you know what I think.
Listen to this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh my God! All right. There's good news and bad news. The good news is it's not horrible. It actually is palatable. Like it's not upsetting my stomach. It tastes pretty good actually. It's basically just basic seasonings, like I said,
How is there 8 more minutes to this?
with noodles and broth. The noodles, you can't taste egg, you can't taste anything. They're just kind of there.
You didn't put egg. Yeah. Go make proper noodles. Clown.
It tastes like a generic noodle, all right? You know, honestly, kind of more like chemicals than anything else, which is kind of what you would
really?
expect.
Okay.
And
He says this is kind of what you would expect, but he didn't expect this. He expected actual chicken in one and actual shrimp in the other one. So I don't fucking know what he is telling me to expect when he expected something different.
yeah, it's there. But the good news is it actually is helping my throat a lot. It's actually pretty warm,
Wow.
and it nicely is kind of soothing my sore throat.
Yeah.
So with anything, what we may be finding today is that cup noodles is what you want when you have a sore throat. It'll make your throat feel better, okay?
Yeah.
Now let's scoot over to the chicken. The chicken has corn, which is an added ingredient that the shrimp did not have, okay? Maybe the chicken tastes more like chicken. At least we know there's ground chicken powder in this thing. This tastes nothing like shrimp at all and has no shrimp in it.
The aggressive pointing the camera at it intimidatingly. I bet the cup noodles is terrified.
Let's see what the chicken tastes like. Here we go. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Wow. Ooh.
This is literally an animal.
Well, oh my God. Right off the bat, whew, I can tell you the chicken is way more salty than the shrimp. I can taste it. Now it's weird because if remember we looked at the labels and it said shrimp has 44% of your sodium and chicken has 45%. I would say bullshit. I don't think that
Questioning the sodium percentage in the 30-cent cup noodles.
those
Awesome.
are correct, at least for the batch that I'm eating here. And this is much more salty than this, but it also has more flavor. Okay, so what I'm actually gonna do, so I did this with the shrimp. I'm gonna take a couple pieces of corn and just the broth and taste that.
Delicious.
So now here's the thing. The fact that this one has corn and the corn is very sweet is an added bonus, because with the shrimp you're just getting the same flavor constantly throughout. There's no added ingredient in there. It's just seasoning, and you have to deal with that seasoning, right? Here, well, that's my hamster drinking water. If you're wondering what that noise is. Here, the saltiness of the broth is very salty, but it's being combined with the sweetness of the corn actually tastes better, in my opinion. I'm actually going to do one more
The saltiness and the sweetness combined make it better than the shrimp.
full of the chicken. And then I'm going to give you my final verdict on cup noodles. Here we go.
Enjoy.
Yeah. I would say that the chicken cup noodles is actually far more tasty than the shrimp. The shrimp, sadly, is a one-trick pony. If you don't like the
It's a one-trick pony. It doesn't have dimensions to it. The fucking shrimp cup noodles cost like 30 cents.
flavoring of the seasoning of the shrimp, there's not much you can do about it.
Oh,
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
This one, you get not only the seasoning of the chicken stock flavoring with the salt, but you also get the conjecture of the sweetness of the corn and the other ingredients that are in it, okay? Now, here's the thing. If my shrimp had actually had shrimp in it, it might have been better. Because this one has no chicken. It's just ground powdered chicken, okay? It's guaranteed not to have any chunks of chicken in it. It's not
Oh my god, he said this same shit like 13 times this fucking review. This is a terrible video. Absolutely disgusting.
even advertised to have chunks of chicken in it. This one was supposed to have shrimp. This is blatant false advertisement. So if you've played Final Fantasy 15, right, and you looked at the picture like, oh man, that looks amazing. Cup noodles, the advertisements everywhere, and oh my god, it looks so good. Now you know the truth. This is why I was making fun of it, and why most people who see that and have had it before are making fun of it. This is far from a gourmet product.
Really? 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 Thanks, DSP. It took Dark Side Phil 24 minutes to find out that cup noodles that cost 40 cents are not a gourmet product. This is... what a specimen.
This is the bottom of the barrel. You can't get a TV dinner or a microwave dinner or any kind of food prep for cheaper than this. This is the lowest, cheapest way to eat. It's also one of the most unhealthy due to the insanely high sodium content.
I don't have the cat sound bite with what was it? I'm very confused right now, but I have this one.
That makes me cringe. Ugh.
Okay, but
best I
hey,
got.
if you're strapped for cash and you need a quick meal and you have access to hot water,
Are you strapped for cash, DSP? Not back then.
this is the way to do it, right?
Not even now.
Again, like I said, this is why college and university students, this is huge for them. Ranked directly against each other. On looks, you would think that the shrimp is just going to be much better because it has shrimp in it while the chicken doesn't. However, mine had none, okay? My chicken had corn, which made it better, ultimately, than the shrimp. So I'm going to give the shrimp cup noodles a 1.5 out of 5. It's not disgusting. It's palatable. It certainly isn't anything I would want to eat a giant tub of. In fact, even just eating this one cup of it might be a little bit too much. It's not bad tasting, but it doesn't taste like shrimp, and there's no shrimp in it despite the advertising. If this tasted more like shrimp and had more shrimp in it, I might give it like a 3 or 3.5. Right now, the only reason it gets a 1.5, sadly, is because it's cheap. It's one of the cheapest forms of food you can get, okay? The chicken cup noodles I'm going to give a 2 out of 5.
Okay, thanks,
because
DSP. That's some fantastic insight. He knows how to use utensils. He knows how to pour water. He discovered forks, which is a pretty big thing. Now, what did I say I'm gonna do second? I completely fucking forgot. Cooking. Was it the bacon? Was it the sauce? I have no fucking idea. I forgot. I can't even see my own poll. Let me see if I can. Ah. Now, let's see. Oh, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Maybe it's this. And here he was completely drunk back then when he was doing that shit. Let me see if I can find. Okay, almost starting. Let's just do. Fuck, man, I forgot. Okay, we're gonna do the bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, I think. Or what was else? Custom burgers. It's all fucking garbage anyways. Let's just do this.
What's up, everyone? It's DSP, and this is an unprecedented moment. I'm actually doing something that some people have asked for, probably just joking around.
This is from way back when, so it was 2010. So now we're looking at young Pig Roach. Doesn't know about a bankruptcy, machinima, and all that other shit.
But I find myself doing it. It is the morning of the release of the Mass Effect 2 DLC, The Shadow Broker, as well as the new game Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. I am in turbo mode because if you can see over there on my TV, the DLC for Mass Effect 2 is downloading. It just became available.
This is like, what's 7 in the morning, by the way, if you can see the... yeah, it says 7:06 on the stove.
I am
and if you're wondering if that is correct
in
or
turbo
not,
mode because if you can see over there on my TV...
I need to turn him down a little bit because this guy, he has no sense of audio, so I better watch it. Now, you can see
the DLC
here,
for Mass Effect 2 is downloading. It just became available.
Yeah, here it says 7:06 on the fucking screen. So he stood all night long playing video games. You can see it's kind of bright outside. And now he's going to teach you how to make an actual sandwich.
At 7 a.m.
And of course, these videos are as much him failing to cook something, but he kind of admits it. It's not pitched as this fantastic cooking video.
On the East Coast of the United States. I'm downloading it, and I am fucking starving. I was up all night playing a couple other games, and I am starving. So I got everything going here. What am I going to do? I'm going to whip up a couple of express mode bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, which include 6 pieces of white bread, bacon, obviously, this is hardwood smoked bacon, eggs, these are jumbo size white eggs, 2 frying pans. I have them both on the stove right now at just above medium strength temperature. Obviously, you must put on your fan on the top of your stove whenever you're frying anything. Don't turn that off because I learned the hard way. As soon as I moved in here, all the alarms went off, all the fire alarms, and it wasn't too pretty.
So he learned the... Oh, I don't even know what to tell you, man. Like, he... okay. He didn't turn on the smoke extractor, and then the fire alarm happened, and he was like, huh? I did nothing wrong. ESP. And he was like a mid-20s aged back then. So you can't even say it's like a 16-year-old making fucking vlogs. It's like a young guy.
So,
dark.
what am I going to do? We're talking 1 jumbo egg, a couple slices of bacon per sandwich, obviously 2 pieces of bread, duh, and, American cheese, which I've also prepared. First thing you want to do, either butter your pans or spray them down. I don't have time to melt fucking butter. I'm in a hurry. I'm a gamer. So I spray my pan.
This is one of the epic DSP quotes is, I don't have time to melt butter. I'm a gamer. And then he's making bacon sandwich anyways. That shit has a lot of grease in it. Don't use any grease when you're making bacon. Kind of makes itself.
With this pan, I use the natural shit, the organic canola oil. You can use the other stuff. Doesn't really matter. But, alright, spray that shit. Get the cap back on. Get that shit out of the way.
I'm a gamer.
First thing you want to do when you're multitasking, as your pans are heating up, alright, cool. Your toaster's plugged in. Let's get these bread toasting. Blow, blow. Put that to toast. It's toasting. Alright, you gotta wait for it to, you don't want to throw stuff on a cold pan. You want to wait for it to be at least warm, lukewarm. I'm warming it up right now. This is starting to feel pretty good, but honestly, the other day I fried some bacon. I threw it on there too early, and it took a long-ass time to cook. Oh yeah, when you're frying bacon, the key, put it on a plate, double coat it with paper towels. As soon as you slam the bacon down on there, when it's done, it's going to have a shitload of grease on it. You want it to absorb the grease. You don't want that grease to be all over the fucking place.
What?
The tools of the trade. You need these guys, tongs, to be flipping your bacon. You need to be grab it from the end and flip it over when it's ready. Obviously, you need a spatula to be able to flip your eggs. Duh. Don't be an asshole. Don't try to flip your eggs with thinking or a spatula like a spoon. I've seen people try it with a fork. It doesn't work. You look stupid. Alright. So it's starting to warm up now. I think we're going to put the bacon down. Obviously, depending on what kind of bacon you have, different cooking times apply. This looks like a particularly fatty batch of bacon, which I'm kind of pissed off about because I didn't know that. Oh my god, the bacon's not even coming apart. Ugh. That is really fatty bacon. Holy shit.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay, never mind.
Not too happy about that. Actually, because I just had a batch of center cut bacon. Center cut almost has no fat on it whatsoever. And this is the complete opposite.
Terrible
this is super fatty bacon right now. Ugh. I'm making 3 sandwiches, which means I probably want 2 to 3 pieces of bacon per sandwich. Being that this bacon is gigantic, I'll probably only try to do 2 pieces of bacon per sandwich, so 6. That's the biggest pan I have, which is why I'm putting the bacon in it. Since this is long bacon, I'm going to need the maximum cooking space. Now I'm really pissed because 2 pieces of bacon just stuck together, and that's like the death wish. Because you can never get 2 pieces of bacon to separate with one fucking hand. Come on, you son of a bitch. I'll wiggle the shit out of that. Come on. I'm probably going to have to put the camera... Oh, wait, I almost got it. I got it. Good shit. So it's going to be cooked bacon. It's just not going to be pretty bacon because of what's going on. The bacon is sticking together. There's one here. Blow. You put it into position in the pan so
this is
that
fucking terrible.
The bacon just barely touches
I don't
on
even know what to comment over. It's just miserable.
the edges. Let me move this one a little bit with the tongs so I don't burn my fucking hands off. I have room now for one more piece. Alright. Our bacon is sizzling, which is good. So our raw bacon will get the fuck out of the way. How do you store raw bacon? You put it in a freezer bag and you put it back in your goddamn freezer. Don't try to refrigerate it because it will go bad unless you're going to cook it the next day.
What? What? This is the first time I hear this. I've never frozen fucking... Well, this guy freezes everything, bro. That's why all his shit is fucking bland. Because nothing that he eats is actually fresh. He freezes a massive batch of his fucking sauce and eats it for like months, which is it could be okay, but we'll see his sauce actually after this video. Pretty gross.
First batch of bread is good. Pop in the next batch, toast it. Now the toughest part is cracking the egg because I suck at cracking eggs, I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to put the camera down for a second and throw the eggs into the frying pan here because I'm going to make a fucking huge mess.
This is what kind of content he thinks should be monetized and he should be making a living of. Camera facing the wall. Very nice power socket.
This, I can guarantee that I will make a huge mess with these eggs if I don't do this. By now this pan is scorching hot.
Yeah, he is sliming that egg. You can hear he's like, what? Man, he's like banging it on the fucking thing.
Fucked up already, bam.
Oh, wow, bam, what the fuck?
2 eggs in the pan. 3rd egg is going now. How do you crack an egg? The easiest way to crack an egg, you slam it once against something.
No.
I slam it once against my stove. and it works. It's very effective. You slam it once, you slam it about, you do it gently, and you give it enough force that you know it's gonna fucking crack. Here are my eggs, 3 eggs in the pan. I love runny eggs, I do. I love runny eggs. So when I cook eggs, I usually cook them. I move them out of the way of each other first of all. I don't want them amalgamating into one big egg. There we go.
Egg hasn't even solidified yet, and dude is just like tearing it apart. This is fucking disgusting. What the
my
fuck?
toast just popped.
What the fuck?
Which is fine. I'm gonna let this fry. This egg got out of hand. There we go. You want to put them about roughly the same size.
Yeah, Timo, it is a metal spatula. It kind of makes me cringe as well. Like, actually physically gives me like goosebumps from looking at the metal spatula. That's not great.
Alright, my toast popped. Get that toast out of there. Last set of toast is now going in. Bam, bam. Toast. I have a really shitty toaster, by the way.
Broken toaster mechanics. I never toasted the mission. Come on, it doesn't always work.
So, if your toaster actually works, you probably won't have these problems. I'm a mature adult with a business degree. My fucking toaster just does not want to work.
Toaster turned into DSP.
Jesus Christ.
Doesn't want to work.
It's looking like my third fucking sandwich. Oh, there we go. I finally got to stay down. Holy shit. Alright, so our bacon is looking horrible. Pretty much because I had to pull it with one fucking hand. But what are you gonna do? It is what it is. It's frying. It's cooking. It looks disgusting. It's all good. This bacon's almost ready to flip, but we'll leave it sit there for a second. These eggs we are gonna flip soon. They're almost.
I think this video is gonna have better gameplay in 125. I gotta be honest with you. And also DSP in 125 is funny to listen to.
Ready to flip. See, they're solid now. See, this is how you know when to flip your eggs. When they're solid, the yolk is still bright yellow, but they
this is how you don't flip your eggs. This egg is destroyed, man. Come on.
Like there's no more liquid on the top. That's when you flip them. So I'm gonna flip these now. Oops.
But wait, he said he liked runny eggs. How are you gonna flip your eggs when you want them runny? This is a runny egg right now. You just like take it out and put it on. But he wants to have it on a sandwich. I get it, but it's not runny anyways. It gets fried on both sides, so there's nothing runny. Come on.
That was a very sloppy flip. Whoops.
And destroyed.
I broke the yolk on that one. That was a massive failure.
Yeah. He was just explaining to you how now is the best time to flip the egg.
I'm trying to do it with one fucking hand. There we go. That was a clean flip. That's how you do it. And you immediately, if you're going to put cheese on your eggs, you got to put it on right away. As soon as you flip an egg, put the cheese on.
It's like dude explaining to you things that he can't even do. And that are not even correct. And he tells you, yes, this is correct. I'm going to do it now. And then he fails at doing it. And it's wrong. Very nice. That's what
so I'm getting the cheese.
A tutorial is supposed to be. But hey, Meerkat, it says poorly cooking with the king. It's not cooking well with the king. Yeah, come on.
Cheese ready here. Stuck to my fucking hand, so that doesn't help.
I debunked myself.
Throw that fucking cheese right on top. Sorry about the lens cap, who cares? Ah, shit. Cheese is stuck. There's the cheese right there. All the bread is now done. I'm doing all this with one hand. So if I can cook these with one hand, you can fucking do it like a human with two hands. I'm ripping the cheese with one hand.
Dude, last night I made a fantastic sandwich kind of thing where I removed the fucking bread in the middle of the loaf and then I put some egg and some cheese inside and I put it on the pan and it was great.
So there you go, 3 eggs. Basically,
you're welcome for this information.
3 eggs over easy. All with the cheese, bacon cooking. Bacon's actually needs to be flipped right the fuck down.
Yo, he put the spatula. Okay, he put it on the thing.
This one is all fucked up right now because I didn't flip it. That's gonna be burnt. Well, this is one-handed gamer cooking. This is what.
And
happens.
He fails.
Oh, that bacon's fucking destroyed. I can't believe how fatty this bacon is. It's in a sea of fucking fat, which is disgusting. Usually you want to buy better bacon than this. I had no idea.
No, you put so much grease on the pan. That's why it happens. Bacon has its own grease. This is from pigs who are greasy. You should know. You are one.
This bacon was this bad. Like I said, the last batch I bought was center cut. I thought this
Guy that always gets ear infections and his skin was oily and his headphones are always oily and disgusting. He needs to clean them. It's like Mr. Bacon.
was not this fucking bad. Ugh. All right.
Ugh.
So what we're gonna do? Gonna get our toast ready. Over here. We're gonna have to start migrating the
Migration is
migrating
beginning.
the eggs over to the plate, which obviously is not big enough to hold 3 sandwiches. So I should have put 2 fucking plates down, but I'm not that smart. All right. Egg number 1. Bam.
Bam.
Egg number 2. Sounds like Mass Effect just finished, the Mass Effect DLC.
Well, about the
Bam.
fat... shut up. About the fat from the pan, you're about to find out where it goes and what happens to it. What happens next will shock you.
Hopefully those are still running. Egg number 3, they're probably not, which is going to piss me off. Eggs are on the sandwiches that quickly. We're going to get the bacon the fuck out of the way here. Let's see. Look at this burn-ass fucking bacon. Before you ever take bacon off the plate, you have to shake it. You have to get the excess grease off of it. You slap it down on the plate, you slam it around a little bit. You flip it, you do the same thing on a paper towel. You slam it around a little bit. Bam. Well, I sound like fucking Emerald. I'm an asshole. That's right, you talk with an accent and you say sound effects, and that's how you sell fucking cooking equipment. Alright. This piece is barely cooked because it must have been on the edge of the pan, so that's going to go right there in the middle. I'm actually going to migrate these over here. So while those finish up, do not leave a pan on if there's nothing cooking. I'm turning that off right now. I turned it off. You can leave that pan on the stove, but don't leave fucking pans on cooking. Trust me. I've walked up 2 hours later to see, oh shit, my stove is still on. I'm an asshole. I could have burnt the fucking place down.
Yeah. Dude was...
Alright.
About that time when he was still working at the helicopter job, he was going to work with like a hangover. He used to play games until like the morning, basically this time, and then go to work. Because he was juggling both like his job and the thing, and that's why he got fired. And he was going to sleep drunk, he forgetting the stove and stuff. He's lucky he's still alive, to be honest. Because a person like this, it's kind of sensational that they've made it to 40 years old. Albeit with the help of literally everybody else.
The bacon, as you can see, is going apeshit right now. That's because one side was cooked, the other side was cold, because I hadn't had it in an area where it could cook. And also, there's a shitload of grease in this pan right now. But as you see, look, this bacon looks cooked now. It's pretty nasty looking. It's not exactly the prettiest bacon on the planet, but it'll do. Alright, so we're going to take this guy out. He's done. He's a little bit more soft than the other one. And keep in mind, if you weren't cooking with one hand, this bacon would look beautiful.
Bread on the floor. We got bread on the floor. Shoot him in the face, because it's on the fucking floor.
Nice thin strips. I separated it with one hand and it gave me problems, so it looks horrible. Alright. Now, here's the thing. Your food's done. Your food's cooked, right? These are the tips no one's going to tell you. Your food's cooked, you turn everything off. Bacon grease, what the fuck do you do with it? Well, there's several options. You can put it in a jar. You can put it into another container. Whatever you do, if you're going to put it in a jar, it has to be put into a glass jar. Do not put it into plastic or styrofoam. I've seen idiots put this into plastic and styrofoam, and it fucking melts right through.
Idiots, by the way. Everyone is an idiot.
And you look like a moron. If you put it in a glass
Looks like a moron.
jar, you can store it for
Unlike DSP, who looks like an idiot.
a while. And use it for other things. The most common thing that people do, I'm going to be honest with you, they either pour it down their kitchen sink, which is a bad move because the kitchen sink clogs all the time, or the other thing that I see people do, which I'm going to do because unfortunately there's nothing else I could do with this, this is going to go down the pooper. So yeah. This is going to go right down the shitter, which is going to be disgusting, but what can you do? As long as you know that you're not doing this, 10 times a day, it's not going to clog up a pipe. Safest thing to do with bacon grease. Oh yeah! Hot fucking potatoes. Oh yeah, look at that shit in my trash. Oh, that looks delightful, doesn't it? Now, the other thing. A lot of people say, oh, I don't like frying because when I fry, oh, I can't clean the pan. Well, that's because you're an idiot. Whenever you're done with grease like this, you immediately put something in the pan to separate the grease from the pan. So, immediately get that pan cooled down. Immediately, I didn't say cool down, but I'm putting hot water in it, by the way. Do not ever put like super ice cold water in a really super hot pan. Where I live, the climate is temperate, but if you live in like a cold or hot area, you might break the fucking pan. But anyway, fill the pan with water, get the soap in there right away. It separates the grease from the pan, so later on when you go to clean the pan, it's a lot easier. I have a dishwasher, and unfortunately it does not clean these pans very well. From experience, I can tell you that. Now,
maybe there's a mode for pans, because my dishwasher takes like an hour extra if I want to wash pans. That's why I don't wash pans in it. Just have hands. That's why we have hands.
The biggest problem with my eggs, I can tell you right now, is because I was cooking with one hand, I wasn't able to multitask, and the cheese has burned on the edges. Now, it's not the eggs, the cheese burned on the edges. The eggs look actually fine. So to finish the plate, obviously, this is a hot pan as well. Later on, you can wash this normally. There's no grease in the egg pan usually, especially if you put something down on it. The bacon, as soon as I'm done making the sandwiches, I'm going to put that in this freezer bag, and I'm going to get it into the freezer immediately. But to finish the sandwiches, just for, cook's sake, we're going to put 2 pieces of bacon on each sandwich. The bacon is nice and crispy. You can cook the bacon however you like. Some people like crispy bacon, some people like rubbery bacon. I guess these days I do prefer crispy bacon. When I was a kid, I liked rubbery bacon, but what I find, a little piece fell off.
Epic.
What I find is the older I got, the more you cook things, depending on what it is, sometimes it's tastier. Bacon can be tastier when it's rubbery, however, being that... Oh, my fucking bread just hit the floor. God damn it. That's a cooking faux pas. You can't have bread on the goddamn floor. At least I know my floor is clean so I can pick the bread up. With bacon, anyway, raw bacon sometimes does not taste that good. It depends on what kind of bacon you're eating. This is hardwood smoked. It's actually pretty tasty. Damn, just that one little piece I grabbed. Once you get bacon, egg, and cheese like this, you want to flatten the sandwich. And that's pretty much it. Within 17 minutes, I made 3 bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches and pretty much have cleaned up most of the mess. The only other thing, obviously, this is disgusting.
Doesn't clean up any of the mess. It's just in the sink. It's still dirty. It's not clean.
Have excess grease and whatever on that plate. Your stove's going to be a mess. But what can you do? I'm going to throw that in the fridge right now. And then I'm pretty much set. I'm going to devour these sandwiches and jump right into the Mass Effect 2 DLC. So
devour.
That was DSP's one-handed cooking, gamer food. This is going to fuel me through the Mass Effect 2 DLC, and until I go pick up Spider-Man and start playing it, probably
gamer food. This is gonna get him sleepy in 20 minutes.
Through that, so this is one of the 1.5 meals I'll actually eat today, which is why it's 5 billion calories. I'm sure everyone's gonna say, "Oh my God, bacon and cheese and eggs." Yeah, well,
devour.
When you don't want to go out to eat and you don't have time to cook yourself 10 meals a day, this is what you deal with. So, all right, this is it. Bacon, egg, and cheese. Super simple. Usually I do a little bit more than this, by the way. But I have 2 hands to work with this, and I'm not worrying about the camera. I do put salt and pepper. Usually I don't use bread. Usually I put it on bagels and stuff like that. There's different things you can do, but I haven't had time to do that. Obviously, I'm turboing through this, but...
He's turboing through this, you guys.
My first video of this style, and...
this is terrible. Now, let's spice this up with a little bit of feasting. Because we don't just cook, we feast. Indian cuisine, Feasting with the King, episode 1, 2 months ago. Ah, delicious... mukbang. Let's see the summarized version. I think if you're up for that. Okay, this is only the good parts. Okay.
I don't practice what I preach. I just do whatever.
Oh, he tagged it as mukbang. Fantastic. The guy who hates mukbangs. And filler content. Filler fluff content. Look, it's so delicious. Ah, sniff, sniff. He has aged very badly since then. This is terrible.
There we go.
There we go.
Journal skillet.
Oh my god. Oh, the next one is with the Sonic hat. We're watching this. There's no way we're not. Oh, massive bald spot here on the back. So tangy. Delicious, you guys.
Let's see here.
Let's put this on like the fastest speed possible to see how it's gonna look. What is the fastest? We got 2. Speedrun. Ah, nice. Munch munch. Delicious. Awesome, awesome. Tastes good.
Shout out to Sean Ranklin.
Oh my lord.
Execute clown mode.
What happened? Okay, it's fine. Oh, and this is the whole thing. This is like a 20-minute video of just this. Just this. And in the end, there's what? The actual review.
Careful about these bone pieces.
Does he talk about it? Yeah, I don't know. This is terrible fucking content. What is this, DSP? What is this? Why are you doing this? Who forced you to do this? And he made like at that point he made almost $650, and in the end here it says he would make $900. Nice. Let's see the ending, the conclusion to this epic thing.
This brand new series, Feasting with the Fat Ass.
Feasting with the fat ass.
I've done it. That is epic.
That is epic. Epic moment. Dude, shit. This is DSP Tries It. Let's do the shower video. The shower video, an epic video by DSP. 31,000 views is what what his self-respect costs.
There it is, folks.
There it
Years
is.
in the making, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to your support on my Twitch
This is how like porn videos start. And now Cat's sister shows out of nowhere. Join him in the shower.
TV channel. Oh, that's right.
DSP uses a stool in the shower, by the way, because he can't stand up to shower. He's sitting down to shower. So, you know, there's these like sad boy moments where he sits in the shower and is like thinking about life and charge bags and detractors. There is a possibility in life ever that DSP has thought about me in the shower. And this is like, wow, I live for this moment, this recognition of DSP. This is insane.
Right, the time has come. And you may be wondering, what product will I be trying out? Ladies and gentlemen, years in the making, years of references, it's finally come to fruition. Dun dun! That's right, in fact, look. A new version of Selsun Blue that just released in store.
This guy, dude, it says, it says new on literally everything. I can go and take a random soap from the store and it's gonna say a new formula. Because that's how they got you. How they get you like DSP.
Stores, full and it's supposed to make your hair look fuller and thicker, even though my hair is full and thick. Supposedly this version has caffeine infused in it.
Wow.
I don't know how it's going to turn out into hair washing. I guess we're going to find out. Selsun Blue, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, a real promotion for Selsun Blue right here on DSP Tries It. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, gotta get deep down there. Oh, yeah. Oh, got a big chunk. Damn. Shake that off. Oh, big chunk. There you go. Now it's time to clean my ass. There we go. All right, this is what you've been waiting for. Here we go. Oh, yes. Oh, thick. It's thick and full. It feels so thick and full.
Okay, there's like 1 minute left. I'll put it on 1.75.
This shower video brought to you by the amazing cleansing powers of Seltzer Blue.
I know they say there's no bad promotion, but this is bad promotion for Seltzer Blue.
All right, I think it's time to rinse.
Yeah.
Well, it was as good for you as it was for me, let me tell you. Seltzer Blue, new full and thick, leaves my hair feeling full and thick, baby. 5 stars for Seltzer Blue. But, ladies and gentlemen, don't think it's over because I'm going in for seconds.
What? Seconds? What the fuck?
I got an appointment with an old friend. Thanks for watching DSP Tries It, guys. I'll see you next time.
Wow. Epic, epic, epic review. And nice. Time to wash my ass. That's yeah, like a great fucking thing. Let's do I don't know, some more cooking or some more Tries It. Let's see, DSP Tries It, which is the worst. Talking about, oh, this is a detractor video. Oh no, they beat him. The detractors won. It's the first thing that shows up. Laser Mods custom controller. That's not much of food. Yeah, I want to watch some of these new ones. McDonald's new spicy crispy chicken. Oh, fantastic! 6 months ago on his birthday week. I want to watch this. And we're gonna.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new live edition of DSP Tries It. Yes, I'm completely dressed up today because people have been so supportive on the stream, and that's why I look like an idiot. But anyway, welcome to the stream. Today we are trying out something that people have been asking me to try for like a month. And usually I don't eat fast food that often anymore. So I've, haven't been able
Usually I don't eat fast food that often, Mr. DoorDash.
to try or do anything. But today we're doing a special marathon. I went
Mr. Burger King.
and got it. All right, we're going to try it live. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the McDonald's spicy crispy chicken sandwich. Okay? McDonald's has 2 versions of this. They have a regular crispy chicken sandwich and a spicy version. I got the spicy version. They also have a new one that's supposed to be grilled chicken. Now, the first thing that I have to say, I order it. It's $7.99 for a combo, which is just a sandwich.
Oh, complaining about the price already.
Medium fries.
You got $300 that day. Stop complaining. Got a 3,000-bit cheer.
And a soda.
That alone is going to pay for it. Stop complaining.
$7.99. It's $8. That's pretty pricey,
Yeah, and the sandwich looks like it's small as fuck. Almost like he got scammed again.
It's up there in the echelon of fast food combos, what it would cost. Okay? This is what it comes as. I want to show you this. This is the sandwich.
Yeah.
It comes in a paper pouch.
A scamdwich.
And it's incredibly, compared to like what you would expect for a premium sandwich from a fast food chain, it's ridiculously small. It's light. I'm not even kidding you. This is lighter than the McDouble sandwich that you can get at McDonald's for about $2. It's actually lighter in weight than the McDouble. I'm just like,
super blind man cheer just came through.
They handed me the bag, and I opened it, and I was looking at it, and I was like, did they get my order wrong? Because this is supposed to be their big new chicken sandwich. This sandwich was directly designed to get people to come to McDonald's and eat the chicken again. And compared to, say, the Popeyes chicken sandwich, which I've tried here on DSP Tries It before, it's supposed to compete with the new KFC chicken sandwich, which is supposedly a giant, huge chicken breast sandwich. Wendy's chicken sandwiches, which I've always said I feel are some of the best in fast food, right? And yes, even Chick-fil-A. McDonald's was trying to put themselves back on the map with this chicken sandwich. And this is it. This is like dollar menu size.
Yo, what the fuck?
It is. It's like, this is. I would expect to go spend $1.
What the fuck? Look at this. It's supposed to be much bigger. Yeah, this looks bigger. Or it's just a really gigantic person holding it. But yeah, it looks like a bigger sandwich. I don't know. DSP gets scammed all the time. I'm not going to be surprised if he got scammed again.
$1 or $2 at any fast food place and get a sandwich like this. This is on the menu. I think it's either $4 to $5 just for this sandwich. Okay? So, I just...
Why did you buy it?
I'm shocked.
Why did you buy it if you're going to complain?
This is like insanely small for supposed to be their new premium chicken sandwich. All right. So I opted for the spicy. They have a regular and they have a spicy. I don't know if that means it just has a spicy sauce or they add something else to it. I have no idea. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Let's open it first of all. I gotta see this. I gotta see what's in this thing. So, oh, it's just spicy on the back. See that? So it's paper pouch with foil on the inside, foil and innards. What the fuck? Dude, it's completely, oh my God. It's completely not even together. Because they put it into a pouch, the bun is, I gotta show you. See if you can look in there. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. That looks appetizing for their new chicken sandwich, doesn't it? Oh, man. Oh, that just jumps right out at me with the bun completely off of the sandwich, right? That
Jumps
looks great,
right out at him, you guys.
That's just delightful. All right. Well, let's see if I can get it out. So first of all, my hand is completely soaked now because they put it inside of foil instead of a box. Like, you know, the premium sandwiches typically put them in a box.
What a fucking exhausting person. Oh my god. Oh my god. How fucking tiring. Imagine living with this guy. Imagine being his friend. And literally everything he talks about is fucking negative. The guy who calls himself positive and talking about good stuff all the time and chill and interactive. This guy hates everything. Everything you give him. And yeah, he paid $7 for the sandwich. Cringe.
Box. Because it was in foil, it's full of condensation from the heat of the sandwich and some sauce at the bottom. So the sandwich is completely soggy. The entire bun is saturated and soggy as hell. It's like a sponge, like a wet sponge. That's what it feels like, a wet fucking sponge. Taking a look at the bun, do you see what the bun is? It's like a regular brioche sandwich bun that you could buy at your local grocery store in like a pack of 6 for like $2. This is the cheapest bun I think I've seen on a premium sandwich from any fast food place ever. Now, opening the bun up, the soggy,
bun.
disgusting, wet sponge bun. All right. Here's what we got on top. 2 pickles and some kind of an orange sauce that I can only assume is supposed to be the spicy flavored sauce. The chicken...
Dude, did this guy just get unfrozen from fucking ice and he's been sleeping for thousands of years? Yeah, have you never had McDonald's? That shit is disgusting. It looks disgusting and it tastes alright. Or mediocre or terrible. Depends what your standards are. But it's in no case is it good. And yeah, you go to McDonald's, you spend $7, you're gonna get the same McDonald's shit that they make for everything. It's just gonna be a little bit more expensive.
Chicken is incredibly small. The chicken doesn't even fill this tiny bun. The chicken only fills about 2/3 of the tiny ass bun that this came on.
What a fucking burger scientist.
Okay? The chicken itself, I'm touching it with my finger, is cold.
And this, look at him. Look at him. He's got the cowboy hat. He's got the vest. He's rocking the fucking epic decorations. Next level birthday. Epic birthday. These balloons in the background. Who even has decorations like this? This is like Christian levels of zero self-awareness. But Christian at least has like a condition that makes him like that. And DSP is just lame.
And it's hilarious because they put it in that bag to keep it warm. It's cold. And it feels like a chicken nugget. It feels to me like a frozen chicken nugget that I just bought from the grocery store and I threw in the microwave. That's exactly what this feels like.
Yeah, well, you're too lazy to do that, so they do that for you and charge you $7. That's how life works, DSP. Go make yourself a sandwich. It's gonna be much worse than this.
A rubbery, gross chicken nugget. Okay.
Okay.
Great. What's on the bottom of it?
By the way, his hands were covered, even though he switched the hands in which he killed the burger and touched a bunch of stuff around himself.
Nothing, just a tiny bit more sauce, and you can just listen to that disgusting sound. You hear that? Listen.
Disgusting sound. That's how his wife sounds. When you do the things with her. When other men do the things with her. Never mind.
That just sounds nasty as hell. $8 for this tiny chicken sandwich.
That makes me cringe. Ugh.
Fries and a Coke. $8. It's I'm not kidding you. This should be a dollar menu item. This should be like you go and you pay $1.50 and they give you this. It's one of the smallest.
Call the manager, DSP.
Chicken sandwiches I've seen. Out of all the ones I've had, Wendy's is about twice the size of this. Popeyes is about twice the size of this. Chick-fil-A is about 2.5 times the size of this. And by the way, none of those feel like an old rubbery chicken nugget. Okay? Okay.
Brandon says in chat, you know when Phil walks into a local store, they all sigh. I disagree. because I think that DSP in real life is kind of a spineless person who would never get in confrontation with anybody, because it's DSP. Come on. They might be a detractor. They might stab him or shoot him or something. I don't know.
Now, you know what they say. Sometimes they say appearances are everything, but sometimes then they say, you know, the proof is in the pudding. So maybe I need to taste it. Maybe if I taste it, even if it looks like shit, it'll taste good. All right?
Yeah, like DSP streams.
You ready? Okay. I'm going to try to get a bite that has pickle and sauce in it at the same time. That's it. It's just literally chicken breast. It's nothing. It's chicken nugget, sauce, and pickle. That's all that's on this. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a hamburger, but with chicken.
The new crispy, by the way, crispy. It's like rubber. Crispy.
The pattern in literally every single video that we watched today is that he fell for the marketing. Something said on the advertisement that it was something, so he believed it unquestioningly and he bought it, and then he was disappointed and learned nothing from it. By the way, because these videos, this video and the one with the noodles, are years apart. And he's been scammed since fucking 1954. When they invented scamming. That's some history for you.
Chicken sandwich, spicy crispy chicken from McDonald's. All right.
Tasty. Is it tangy? The fucking horse chewing. He picked that up from his wife.
That's revolting.
That's revolting.
That is disgusting. That is one of the worst things I've ever had on DSP Tries It. I'm not exaggerating. So when I bit into
Look at this. Look at this burger. As if I'm supposed to see something on this 480p camera.
Basically, you could see that the chicken is rubberized on the inside. It's
rubberized.
not like a nice, fresh chicken breast.
Yes, they don't have these at McDonald's. They don't have nice, fresh stuff. It's all from a vacuum sealed bag from some farm or a lab or something. I don't fucking know. It's fast food. It's not supposed to be good.
Sandwich that you would buy at another fast food place where you bite into it. Oh, it's juicy. It's completely dry. 100%. I put my finger on this. It's bone dry. There's no moisture on my finger touching it. It's rubbery, as if this thing had been made 6 months ago, right? Was frozen like a chicken nugget in the frozen freezer. Was mass frozen.
It's almost like this is exactly what happened, DSP.
And all they did to thaw it out was toss it in a microwave. Like, that's exactly what that feels like. Okay? I didn't taste any chicken flavor at all. It was completely flavorless. What I do taste is the sauce. The sauce is tangy.
And it is tangy. It's confirmed. This McDonald's sauce is confirmed to be tangy.
I agree with you.
I'm a mature adult with a business degree.
Spice to it. It has a lingering spice. Still in my mouth. The sauce still has a lingering spice. The pickle, I tasted it. It didn't really add to the sandwich. Like, there's other chicken sandwiches when you get them, okay? When you get other chicken sandwiches, they're crispy. Crispy breading, sometimes buttermilk breading.
This is fake knowledge, by the way, from him. And this is what a lot of people do. When they talk about a super broad topic, and they talk about, like, wow, other sandwiches, when this happens and with other stuff, he's just pretending to know stuff. Because he's seen a sandwich like that before. So it's just like fake education. He's not telling you anything that you care about or you want to know. It's just nonsense, pretending to know stuff.
Side. When you have pickles to contrast with a crispy chicken breast, it adds to the flavor, adds bite and crunch to it, but also it's a contrasting flavor. Since this chicken has no flavor, all I tasted was the spiciness of the sauce with a little bit of tanginess and the pickle. So this is a spicy pickle sandwich.
Spicy pickle
I literally
sandwich.
just bought the spicy pickle and rubber sandwich from McDonald's.
ESP scammed yet again.
We take another bite.
Ugh. Mute your fucking microphone. Why do you have to be like that?
That is atrociously bad.
Okay, that's enough with this. Now let's go cook some sauce. Some authentic Italian sauce. And that's only 10 minutes long. But is this one part of the fucking thing?
All right, so the final stirring.
Of course. Of course. It's yet another video with terrible fucking audio from 2014. But now I want to go and find the actual version of this, because there are so many. Homemade Italian sauce and meatballs done. It terrible. He has a 9-part series. What is this, Shane Dawson? There's 9 parts of how to make fucking sauce. And there's 1 minute long, 2 minutes long. This was when he was just posting videos to just generate views, because you see almost 50k. Okay, the setup and ingredients. Let's go through this. And this is gonna be on like 125 or something, because these videos are unwatchable. Like, genuinely unwatchable. They're fucking trash. From the worst era of DSP, when he would just post literally everything.
Alright everyone, so this is it, the big day.
The big day.
Today I'm going to attempt...
And this is a person who doesn't exist anymore, so ignore her. She doesn't exist. She is banned from DSP's life. They gave her a pill and left her somewhere, and now nobody knows where she is. Nobody knows where they left her.
A pot of my famous family recipe, handed down through the generations, Italian homemade sauce. Yes.
Sauce.
And stuff out here, one out here. Trying to clean up the countertops a little bit. So I have as much room as possible. I'm surrounded by ingredients. I really am. I'm surrounded by different things that we're going to be using to make the sauce, including a giant pot.
That pot is way too big.
Various herbs and spices. Different spoons and such. And of course over here, all kinds of ingredients that we're going to use to whip up not only sauce, but some homemade meatballs as well. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically prepare some of the ingredients that you need to get and toss into this pot in order to get a base. Which basically, the goal is going to be to coat the bottom of the pot with...
yes, this is in the Washington condo when they moved. That's why it looks so big.
Certain ingredients.
And so flashy, because they literally bought everything. When they went there, they bought everything that you can see they bought it. Like, he spent massive amount of money moving there. To the point where he kind of went broke. Got himself broke.
Start actually adding the vegetable components that are going to be the meat of your sauce, so to speak. Okay? So, I actually have right here, this is a notebook that is over a decade old. It's a notebook that, back when I was moving out of my parents' house, for the very first time, I believe it was like 2004, that I wrote down the actual recipe on how to make the homemade Italian sauce. Now, obviously, I'm not going to show you the whole recipe. And the goal of this video...
Yeah, this is like a 12-year-old wrote it, like, or a doctor, which DSP is not, unless they give out PhDs in begging.
Or these videos, because there's definitely going to be several videos, is not to show you step-by-step how to make it, because let's face it, cooking is not exactly an exact science. Even though there may be a recipe, everyone's going to turn a recipe into their own creation, dependent on their own personal tastes and how things turn out.
He's literally telling you right now, if I fuck this up, this is because I decided to fuck it up. It's intentional, you guys. It's not a bug, it's a feature.
In this particular case, I am going to add a couple elements to the sauce that is not in this recipe. And in fact, I remember the last time that I made the recipe, there were 1 or 2 things that I didn't like about it that I'm going to try to adjust on the fly today as I make the sauce. So the way that it works is that you basically prep everything. You're going to have to get chopped veggies, chopped salt pork, all different things, toss it into the pot, get the pot base going. Then as that's going, then you make the meat in this mixing bowl to make the meatballs. You set the meatballs aside, and then we're actually going to, let's right, ladies and gentlemen, hand grate tomatoes. That's how you really make sauce. You don't buy the shit from the store, right? Most people say...
And yeah, I see some comments about the shaking. Yeah, this is DSP. He's basically a cameraman for a horror movie. This dude is just... It's all over the place. It's all over the place. If you put a GoPro on his head, it would make you nauseous, literally. It's just like all over the place, rocking his T poses, Y poses, thumbs up, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, I'm gonna make sauce, and then they just, they base some tomato paste or whatever, and they'll toss a few herbs and spices into it. That's not sauce. You need to hand grate the tomatoes in order for it to be real and genuine. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today, and then of course adding all that to the pot. And then basically, once you have your sauce together and you've added the meat to the sauce in the pot, The pot needs to simmer all day long. It is a 4 to 4.5 hour long process.
This is all day long, basically. 4 hours is all day long.
And, you know, a lot of people don't have the patience for it. 4 to 4.5 hours of, you know, cooking versus going out and buying it in a can or whatever, making a cheaper alternative, like I said, without the real tomatoes or whatever. And no, that's how you really do it. And it's funny because what I've actually done is I've spaced out today so that I'm going to be doing something for work where every maybe 20 to 30 minutes I can take a break, come down here and stir the pot, because that's what you need to do as it simmers all day. You come down here every 20, 30 minutes, open it up, take a wooden spoon, stir it up, taste it. How does it taste? Does it need anything added? Does it taste too salty? Does it taste too, you know, too much of one thing or another? Adjust it on the floor.
Oh my god, now I understand why they gave him that position in the helicopter factory. Because he was talking about his position was kind of a root cause analyst or something. And he was optimizing processes in the company. This is exactly why they gave this position to them. Because Daddy Burnell went there and was like, my son, you know, Phil, he needs a job, and hire him. And then Phil went to the interview and started explaining literally everything, about everything, step by step. And they're like, let's throw him as a root cause analyst, or whatever, or customer support. His jobs change all the time, depending on if he wants to make himself a victim or the most successful man alive, which is very often.
Add some components as you cook it, and then continue to cook it. So that's how it's going to work today. We're going to set it up. It takes about an hour initially to set it up and to get all the components ready for it or into it. And then we're actually going to go ahead and have it start simmering. So, first things first, I'm going to start reading, get started here with what it says to do. Prepare the things for the bottom of the pot.
And it's and DSP also has this skill of, it's not even a skill, it's a tendency to over-explain everything in the way that it would seem like it's a complex thing. Like he was talking about how you stir the pot. But it's super basic thing that he chooses to go and explain to you in excruciating detail. Because he knows about it. He knows how to do it, you guys.
And go from there. Alrighty then.
Now this whole video was just meandering and telling you how stuff works. Oh, now we get classic Italian Phil. This is the Italian man. The Italian stallion. And here we can see some looks into his condo where he lives now. So this is the stairs to downstairs, I guess. He works upstairs. He's a boss. At Burnell Productions. Video on demand and begging services.
No Italian music. I can't really do the stereotyped Italian music. There you go. Further along the process of making the sauce, my sweetie has chopped all the garlic and started with the...
He's chopping onions as if he's been a paraplegic his entire life. And now he gets the ability to use his hands.
Onion, and we put some yummy, delicious salt pork in this pot. Once it starts coating it, then we add the garlic and all the goodness.
No oil?
It's very, very eye-watering in here.
It's about to be, because now I'm cutting the onion, and you're going to really start to be affected in the eyes.
I've seen 3-year-olds cut Play-Doh better than this guy.
Me. I used to be bad. Like when I used to work in the food services industry.
The food services industry? Now he works at the begging services industry, unfortunately. The mighty have fallen.
High school and even into college, and I used to do all this stuff with food. Onions always got me, no matter what.
Yeah, they always got me. What is this strategy?
Say, Phil, it's okay. You don't have to cry. Tell me about what's going on. I'd be like, you dick, I'm cutting onions. What do you think's going on? He'd say, Phil, if you could, please don't bring your personal problems to work. You'd be a real dick.
He cuts like I would play Surgeon Simulator, basically.
He was joking, and I had thick skin, so I laughed too, but...
Oh yeah, I had thick skin. Never. This never happened. DSP has never had thick skin. It was a baby his entire life, basically. And still is.
That's funny.
So yeah, we are preparing...
Crying like a bitch.
We are preparing many ingredients right now.
Oh god, it's hitting me. Oh god.
Many ingredients for the sauce. Actually, this onion, I believe, is actually for the meatballs.
Ooh, meatballs.
The handmade meatballs that we're gonna make.
I've never had a handmade meatball before.
Really?
Mm-mm. I'm not Italian, remember?
And his daughter sounding like she's literally 3 years old.
Oh, yeah.
We don't do meatballs. We do potatoes.
Handmade potatoes?
Yes, handmade potatoes. And more potatoes.
There we go. So there's our minced.
Got that That garlic.
And that garlic. Oh, wait. He didn't even cut out the ends of the garlic. Look at this. There's still like black stuff from the end of the garlic. Cut that shit out. What the fuck?
That garlic.
This is dangerous activity for a little child and a man-child.
Onion.
And that onion.
Put that to the side. Let's see how our salt pork is doing. It's just starting to warm up, so it hasn't done anything yet. I'm actually going to turn up the heat a little more.
It hasn't done anything yet.
Just to get it initially warm.
What about a little bit of oil? Or, I don't know, some like greasy thing? I don't know, man. What the fuck?
Salt pork to coat the bottom of the pot. Then we can start adding other ingredients to start our base for the sauce.
Delicious sauce.
But right now, since we're waiting for that, which is perfect because you're supposed to wait for that, we're going to start making the meatballs. Which means we're going to get our chopped meat and or ground beef, which is really what it is, but my mom calls it chopped meat.
What is this camera work? Show DSP. What are we looking at? Her reflection.
We've also got Italian sausage pre-made. No, I'm not going to make my own sausage. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Pre-made Italian sausage.
Can't even get nothing.
And yeah, you guys, she is not Asian. Panda is not Asian. I would like to say that. No, DSP would like to say that.
Experience. In her own home.
So.
Two beef.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to easily get these open because I've never...
There's no way to easily
I need to figure out how to get these open.
Get them open, at least from my experience.
Scissors, maybe? I don't know.
Scissors? Dude.
Have to sterilize the scissors afterwards.
Yeah, we did it.
Yep.
Tube meat. They really got to come up with more appealing packaging.
Well,
it just looks...
Normally I would get the one that's in the styrofoam with the plastic, but they didn't have it.
Yeah, we were limited.
We were limited in our selections of the proper ratio of meat to fat.
Proper ratio.
When you're actually making handmade meatballs, you actually need fatty meat. Because if you get one that's lean, you may think, oh, it's healthy. Yeah, but guess what? Your meatballs are going to turn rock hard. That's not what you want. You want soft, tender meatballs, not rock hard meat.
Want soft balls.
My grandma tried making meatballs once. It was the worst thing I had ever tasted in my life.
So how much meat does the recipe call for? Turn the page. 1.5 ounces. I'm sorry, 1.5 pounds, and this is...
I found that, I mean, I like cooking, so I kind of do it every couple of days. But I found that not following the recipe completely as it's shown makes for better results. Because you actually get to think with your brain about what might work. But yeah, it's DSP.
16, so I'm only going to use half of this. Okay. Hold on, rinse off my hand quick.
Oh, my sweetie was all upset that he was worried he couldn't get his Cento tomatoes. We had to go... We usually go to Fred Meyer for our groceries, and we got most of the stuff except for the salt pork and I think one or two other things. But then we went to Safeway and it had everything we needed, including my sweetie's Cento tomatoes.
You need Italian tomato.
My sweetie. She actually liked DSP. That's the difference between Leanna and Kat. Leanna liked DSP. And she seemed like it.
Take a listen, honey.
Ooh.
We got it finally. It's hitting the right temperature.
You know what it kind of looks like? Kind of looks like little ham cubes.
So we're gonna...
This girl is like 12 years old. This is illegal. DSP.
Want to do?
Only it's fat.
As you can see, look at the fat coming off of it. See that? Starting to coat the pot.
Ooh.
I'm gonna move it around so the bottom is completely coated. It's not yet. As you can see, probably another minute or two, and enough of that fat will start to reduce in there and start coating.
I think this is a little bit useless to do.
So not yet. Close, but not yet.
It's kind of a waste of energy, I guess.
Lots of yummy spices.
All right, so we got another half thing of meat I gotta take out here. It's too tight that side. This side, I guess.
It's fucking meandering. Oh, and this video is almost over. Wow, awesome. So now that's it. Now let's go to the next one. Homemade Italian sauce, episode 3, making the meatballs.
All right, so we're mixing up our meatball.
Mix up that
concoction
meatball concoction.
Looks like, unfortunately, I may have put a little bit too much of something because it looks a little dry. I think maybe the recipe thought that the eggs would be a little bit bigger. So I may have to add in one additional egg here
because they are looking a little dry. But this is onion.
Mix it with your hands, dumbass.
beef.
Mix it with your hands. What is this fork nonsense? That's why you have gloves. I give up.
Italian breadcrumbs.
Italian breadcrumbs. From authentic Italian bread, imported in the United States. From Italy, obviously. And then crumbed. Maybe. Maybe it was pre-crumbed.
Parmesan and grated Romano cheese. And
Deliciousness.
some eggs, maybe one or two other things. Yeah, you know what, honey? We need one more egg. We do. This is too dry.
His efforts to pretend being Italian is the funniest shit ever. Cause it's like a guy who no community ever wants him. And he just wants to belong to something and have some identity, but he still can't. So he's hiding behind being a gamer, behind being a guy. This is why I don't clean my office, because I'm a guy. Guys don't clean their office. And now he's like, oh, I'm Italian, I'm Polish. No, DSP, you're DSP. Oh, and then we got some drank. Some dope colorful drank. I don't know what these are. Camera work is immaculate, as always.
Close this up.
I think he's equally Polish and Italian. It's like a quarter. Because his parents are half Polish. It's one of them, and half Italian is the other one. I don't know. He's completely a clown. That's what I know for sure.
Now let's check back on that salt pork. Smells
Wow,
really
so
good.
delicious.
Different too. Once it starts to actually simmer and coat
Simmer?
the pan, you can see. Or coat the pan, coat the pot. That's exactly what it's supposed to look like. We just gotta be careful. We don't want it to burn. That's why we reduce the heat so much to low. Okay. So we got our extra egg. This should definitely make it a better mixture now.
I love the lore behind the these pads on the floor.
That's why we reduce the heat so much to low.
That they went out and bought pads for stepping on the floor, as you can see here, like these brown stuff. So they instead of buying like slippers or something that you can walk with throughout the entire house, they bought specific individual mats for different parts of the house. How smart. Who would put a mat where the dishwasher is? What is this? Ah, very smart.
Mixture now.
Yes, I have never made homemade.
Also, these onions are way too large for meatballs. Meatballs it's gonna have a hard time staying together, I think. Maybe.
Before. Yeah, my grandmother did not know how to make meatballs. She tried one time. That was like the worst experience of my life. I will never forget
Your grandma didn't have Google.
how horrible it was. I don't think anyone in my family like even had the gall to take a second bite. It was horrible.
All right, so this is almost ready to start forming the balls.
There you go.
Just trying to make
Well,
sure. That's
how is it
evenly
ready?
distributed.
There's shit all over the bowl. Come on, get your hands in there. Get dirty with it.
That egg, I don't want.
Yeah, no raw egg in the meatballs. That is very bad.
Also, why is he moving like this? Like somebody's pumping him from behind. Look at this.
Okay, so
All this movement
put my hands in it.
for all this little result.
Anyway, so I might as well do that. You need to roll the balls, and your hand size is completely up to you. Okay.
Do you like them super big, small, medium?
I don't like huge meatballs.
Me neither.
I think if you make huge ones,
Oh, now he got his hands
They don't cook
inside.
through.
So he's a master of wasting his own time by making everything more complicated than it needs to be. Because he was stirring this for like 5 minutes with a fork, and then grabbed it with his hands when it was time to make a meatball. This is idiocy.
as well. Make it a little bit more of a raw center.
It's like, I don't want to seem like I'm just shitting on him because of this instance where he didn't use the fork. It's just a general thing where he would do stuff in the least effective and efficient way. And he would explain to you how many things and how many steps it takes.
And also for making, for example, the subs, the Italian sandwiches that we're going to make later today.
Mm-hmm.
We want them to be small enough so they fit on the bread. So maybe even a little smaller than that.
That's a good size, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like giant meatballs. I've been to a few places where they make them huge, and it's ugh. Don't like them that size. Then again, I'm not much of a meatball person myself.
This is, by the way, dialogue between supposedly soulmates, because he proposed marriage to Liana a little bit before she left. When, by his own words, he thought the relationship was done by then, but he proposed. Sounds good.
But that's blasphemy to you.
Well, here we go. This is working out well.
Let's check back on that salt pork.
Big Guy asks, why are there so many crumbs in the bottom of the dish? Because he's terrible. He was terrible at mixing it. He didn't mix it properly, so half of your ingredients stayed in the fucking bottom. It was terrible.
That quick. Stir around. There we go. Yummy.
And also putting them back in the
Alright, so this is
same
going to be pretty
dish
boring. Just making
next
meatballs.
to each other.
The next
I don't
step
know.
is actually cooking the meatballs.
Okay. Oh, so this one is done. Okay, now cooking the meatballs. This is 5 minutes long it takes to cook. No grease in the pan, so you can expect them to get really dark on one side while not really getting dark on the other side. I don't know what strategy guide says that you can use this method.
So now we're adding our meatballs to the pot because the pot has been prepped.
Again, there's no grease in the pot. It's terrible. Even if it's a non-stick pot or whatever, it's still put a little bit of oil and shit.
Properly.
With the salt pork and garlic base.
Correct. We may have just enough room for the amount of meatballs that we made, too.
Nice.
So what you do, you toss them in. We already increased the heat because we want them to cook through. And which we're going to do.
Also, his issue in the pot is that when you cook the meatballs and you try and reach in to like turn it around and you grab it with a thong, it's going to get like, you know, squishy, I guess. But I wouldn't do it like this. This is a way too deep pot for me. I don't know how you would do it in reality. I see people in chat says cook in a pan or bake on a parchment paper, which it's all better ideas than this.
20 to 25
But that's what the recipe says, you guys.
minutes. So if you could set that timer to 20 minutes, honey. There you go. You gotta let these cook in here, okay? And what you
And he also dropped them all on top of each other, so now they're gonna get even more conjoined. It's terrible. It's just like, and it doesn't even make sense. That's what kind of irritates me, is that it doesn't make sense to make it in a pot like this, in this way. It just doesn't make sense, and he still is doing it as he is telling you how you're supposed to do it. This is supposed to be like an informative also video, and it fucking sucks.
you do, now I'm actually done. I don't need this stuff anymore. Take this off and actually use my hands. Is we are going to rotate the meatballs with tongs.
Yeah, tongs. Now it's gonna get all squishy and shit. You're gonna ruin the meatball.
Okay. Yep. As they cook. To make sure that they're golden brown. When these are done, you don't want them to look pink at all. You want them to look
Because
golden
if they're pink,
brown.
they're raw.
That's right. You also don't want them to look dark brown. That means you overcook them.
Oh, I think
Okay.
that's what happened with my grandmother, because they were dark.
So what we're going to do here is you just literally cook these for, like I said, to 20 minutes to 25, depending. You know, all depends on your heat and whatever. It's on medium high, so it looks like it's cooking quickly. Once they're done, then you're going to make your sauce. So we actually have 20 minutes of cook time here before we can actually make the sauce.
Okay, 20 minutes
Stuff it.
later.
Plate. See that? They're cooking.
Yes, they are.
They are cooking. Of course, you gotta be incredibly careful because you do not want to destroy the shape of your meatball when you're doing it.
Yeah, because if you put too much force,
Yep.
you squish it.
And do it in a pan. Because the whole process is the same shit, right? Like, it's still cooking. It's just in a much bigger pot than it should be. Like, what the fuck? Just cook them separately.
It's still in Play-Doh stage.
Right, it's not hard yet. It takes a while to solidify.
Well, it's solid now, but it's in a pliable state.
Oh, he dropped it.
See the technique
Oh
I'm
my
using?
god, this is disgusting.
Very gently lift and then release. It'll naturally...
With massive onion bits inside. And you can see it's not completely seasoned like all over the place because half of the seasoning still stayed in the mixing bowl.
Really roll into a new position.
Mm-hmm.
That one did not do it.
No.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. Yummy.
So I'm doing this with every meatball.
How? Why?
These meatballs and the sauce.
It's
I've never had
disgusting.
either of them fully before. I had to wait. My sweetie had to make sure that I was going to stick around long enough, and that I would not just take his recipe and run off.
Yeah, this fucking sucks.
So as they cook, they will solidify more, and that's what you want.
They'll get that outer crust that's neat.
No, they're already dissolved. Look at this, like this one especially. It's just broken. It's fucked up. There's onions all over the place, and when the onions fall off, your whole like structure of the fucking meatball falls off. And I don't mean to be a meatball scientist, but this shit just doesn't look right.
Needed to hold them together.
Oh my god.
Some of the onions came out, but that's okay.
That's all right, because the thing is, it's fine as long as it's in the pot, because all that flavor from the
Yeah, the onion's still gonna go
bottom
into
of the
it.
pot, it'll go right into the meatball.
Oh my god! Delicious flavor. So we got another about 15 minutes.
About 15 minutes, and I think it's going to be done by then. I think I made them small enough that it looks like they'll be cooked. And keep in mind, even if they're just slightly under, it doesn't matter, because you're going to put those into the sauce later. Once the sauce is ready to simmer, you put the meat in, so it actually cooks further and further in the sauce over hours of time. So you don't need to worry about
That's the
throwing
hand motion for cooking
Yes.
meatballs?
Yes.
I'm learning new things every day. Yummy.
Okay.
Okay, Chef Boyardee.
And I understand now why people didn't like Panda. Because it's a child, man. She's literally acting like a child. It's actually very strange.
Back to the meatballs.
Yep. So we're finishing up the meatballs. Unfortunately, a few of them burned.
Yeah, these look terrible. This is just burnt.
Because I was chopping veggies, I didn't have a chance to rotate it one last.
Didn't have a chance to rotate them. Didn't have a chance to turn down the heat. Didn't have a chance. But the two people in the kitchen, by the way. But they didn't have a chance.
Time before now. They're about to be done, so they're actually going to get taken out, and then we're going to start making the sauce. This sucks that a few of them burnt, but that's the way the meatball falls apart, I guess. All right? This one fell apart right here.
Yeah, they all fell apart.
See? Just split.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're literally disgusting. This is literally disgusting.
It's okay, sweetie. I still love you.
I'm going to turn it down to low heat right now, because it needs to be low heat to start making the sauce.
Low heat.
Phew.
And all of these spices are going to go into the sauce?
Yep.
We got leaves, we got salts, we got peppers. It's going to be good.
Yeah, they are definitely burnt. God damn it. Well, hopefully it'll tenderize it a little bit once it's in the sauce simmering for several hours. They don't come out like rocks, but we made them big enough that I think that they'll have some tenderness to them.
Yeah, it might just not be the immediate outside.
Right.
Sometimes you eat one, and it's like got that hard crust, but the inside soft.
No.
What are you doing?
Look, it won't stop.
Hit timer. There you go.
All right, I'm gonna start taking these out.
Okay, this one looks disgusting. They look like, looks like shit, man.
Yeah, you definitely want to get that excess grease.
And there's no ball to it. It's not a meatball. It's just a meat entity. I don't even know what it is. It's just gross shit. And this guy complains about McDonald's.
Off of them.
Real homemade meatballs.
You know, meatballs never do look
There's
pretty.
no ball to it.
No matter how you make them or where you get them from, they never do have a pretty appearance.
Not unless they're factory made.
Ew.
Because I've seen factory made meatballs that look perfectly round, and you're like, you know that no human touched that.
You know that they put it like
No.
mold and squeeze it. Ugh, gross.
Because that, DSP talking about his, fake knowledge sounds good if you're a child, but if you're an actual mature adult that has done stuff and made meatballs, and for him to tell you, yeah, if you're a human and you make a meatball, it's not going to be perfectly round. No, you're full of shit. There's just more skilled people than fucking DSP.
Yeah, these are overcooked. I'm just hoping it's just the outside there that's overcooked.
I think
not
it's
the
just
inside.
the outside.
It's tough because it says the recipe, like I said, it's not exact science. It's a medium-high heat. And I had it on medium-high, exactly on medium-high the whole time.
Oh, it's the recipe's fault. It's literally the recipe's fault.
And it cooked faster than the recipe calls for.
Yeah, faster than come on, man. Come on, give me a break. What is this excuse? Who does this excuse pass through?
That's the thing. Everyone's stove works differently too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the stove works differently. Some people, you turn off the stove, you turn on the stove, and it gets colder. Whoa! Yeah, that's a broken stove mechanics.
Some of these are perfect, like that one right there.
It's just pathetic excuses for them, two quote-unquote adults, making food, and it turns out like this. Like Christian made it. I talk about Christian too much, but it's a point of reference. You know what I mean?
That's gorgeous.
Wow. If that's gorgeous, I feel so confident in my looks.
This one fell apart. This is the dud.
Aww.
It fell apart in the pan. It didn't cook in the pot. Didn't cook properly. It is cooked through, as you can see.
So
but that's fine. We're still going to toss it in. You know, we're not going to waste it. Still going to toss it in. It's going to give the sauce more flavor. All right, so this is on low. Now what we actually need to do is start making the sauce. Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take these cans of peeled tomatoes and we're going to open them.
Okay.
Cento
Let's see how the can opener works. I'm very interested in this.
These are Italian peeled tomatoes. If you can't get Italian,
peeled tomatoes.
Your sauce won't taste right. And that was the problem we had. At first, we could not find the Italian peeled tomatoes, and we were nervous. Well, I was nervous.
Yeah, you were nervous.
Fucking nervous.
I had no idea.
It wasn't going to taste right, but then we found them afterwards.
And it's not just a nationality pride thing.
No, they're actually different. See. Look, well, you can't really see it there.
Yeah.
They're longer, and they have a different flavor than regular tomatoes.
Yeah, all tomatoes taste different. You wouldn't substitute a beef steak.
So now we're taking our food.
This is just literally two fucking children, man. It actually, I didn't expect it to be this bad. Because it's just two children talking like basic life 101 stuff. It's like, whoa, different sorts of tomatoes taste different, man. Thank you, Liana. Thank you for this knowledge.
Mel.
For a cherry tomato.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like kind of narrating what is happening on the screen with informative commentary, which is not informative at all, unless you're a child.
The food mill to the pot.
There you go.
It's on low now, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You take your tomatoes. You very carefully dump them into the food mill. Okay.
It springs out a little, but you gotta...
You keep the can, because you're going to use it. Alright?
Keep the can, because DSP is a hoarder.
Grind the tomatoes. See what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
Catches up, you go back a little bit, and you go forward more, forward more, forward more. Oh, it starts to catch.
I wouldn't be surprised if he got an actual tomato mincing machine. Cause this is DSP. Bro, come on. Give this man money. He's gonna buy a second house, a third house, a fourth house. He's gonna buy a house for Jasper. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised nowadays for him to have this. For his sauce, you guys.
Catch, go back a little bit. That's how you hand strain tomatoes. Now what I'm gonna need to do is grab a fork. Because you actually need a fork while you're doing this. To push the chunks down in front of the actual...
In front of the actual milling.
Milling.
Yeah, because you're rotating a blade in there. There you go. That's a great angle, sort of.
Okay, so this is the step, obviously.
Cans of this.
So there you go. You have a can of Cento tomatoes, 2.5.
Mm-hmm. If you have the 28-ounce can. There are bigger cans, but not in this area.
You're pushing the thing off the burner a little. There you go. Haha.
Now, one thing you can do, and this is totally up to you. As you can see, we got all these big chunks of skin and everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you like chunkier sauce,
chunkier sauce.
You're milling this. If you can't get it to mill through, you can just put it right into the sauce afterwards, and that's totally your choice.
Rustic country.
Yeah, he is using the leftover oil and literally the burned parts of the meatballs are still in this pot. He just took out the meatballs, but everything that was burned and that was stuck to the bottom, it's in the pan.
Taste to it.
Right. If you're not looking just for
in the pot.
Liquidy, but you're looking for.
Yeah, it's a preference for some people. What's your preference?
I like a mix. Like I'll probably put some of this in there, but not all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like when it's chunkier too. I mean, it depends on what pasta and other things I'd be having with. I think for like meatballs, I'd want chunkier, but.
Rich asks in chat, does Phil think his fans are stupid or 5 years old? Yes.
Sometimes you just want it smooth.
You see the juices and stuff that are coming out of the bottom as I do this? See that?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah,
It's the hand ground tomato.
The good old traditions of food milling your tomatoes.
A little bit, not too much. A little bit, right?
There you go.
Just to get it in, some chunks in there. You'll get some tomato
chunks
chunks in your
there,
sauce.
yeah.
I like tomato
thanks.
chunks. They add flavor.
Not going to put all of it because that would overload it. It would be way too chunky, especially if you were doing 2 more cans. Well, another can and a half. All right. So now I believe you're supposed to clean this up. Hold on.
Oh, you're supposed to clean it up. Some more tomatoes? Yeah. Yo, what? Why is this so juicy? Oh, it's literal water.
Because
Okay.
your mom is the Italian one.
Yeah.
Italian and Polish?
Oh, his mom is Italian and Polish.
It was her father who was almost 100% Italian.
Wow.
That taught her this stuff.
His father, who was almost 100% Italian, you guys. Almost 100%. He needed a little bit more XP.
You don't know where they're from in Italy.
It might be...
He has no idea where Italy is, even on the map.
It starts with an F.
Oh, F.
Do you know if it's north or south?
Maybe Foggia? Foggia? I think that's
Of course they're gonna be from Foggia.
what it was.
We'll have to ask your parents someday. Well, your mom. Your dad wouldn't know.
All right, so that's it. Here, I'm going to be doing this for 2 more cans. You don't really need to see that, but that's what we're going to be doing until the next step.
Oh, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you for the compliment. Who was it? Bro with glasses. Thanks. And to everybody in chat today, and welcome to the stream. We already did quite a bunch of stuff. Quite robust gameplay, and we explored different kind of stuff. So let's finish up this sauce. There's like 4 more episodes. Wow.
All right, so we milled all of our real
Wait, now this is a tomato sauce that's already ground. Okay.
Italian tomatoes.
Very
Now what we're doing is we're adding 3 cans of tomato paste
To thicken it up?
to thicken the sauce. Yes, that is correct.
It's gonna put water in this too, I think. I've never actually watched this content. I've just heard the legends about the sauce. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, then we're going in cold turkey, as DSP likes to say, and say what it means. Anyways.
Just the tomatoes would make it too liquidy.
That's right.
Too liquid.
See, I know something about sauce.
We're using Hunt's simply because that's all they have at our local stores.
But that is not the one you would normally use back home in Connecticut?
No, I believe it was called Contadina. Was the one from...
Fancy Italian name, basically.
Right.
Fancy Italian name, basically.
They don't have it out here. It's not out here at all.
It's not generic in any way.
Well, remember, West Coast doesn't exactly have a high Italian population.
Crickets? Crickets. Soulmate makes a joke. The guy, no response.
Well, I guess they probably do in some areas, depending on where you are.
Sounds like the oven's heating up.
Okay, this is this gameplay sucks. Oh yeah, and water, and a bunch of water.
Unstuck.
Unstuck. Tell me about it.
The hot water would loosen it. It's already starting to
No.
work.
No, this isn't H2O. You don't just add water. I made an epic mermaid joke for the guys that understood my joke. Epic.
You're supposed to do this for all 3 cans.
To get the most out of your can.
This looks absolutely disgusting. That's all I'm gonna say.
They just toss right in.
Oh, did they put it in? Okay, let's see.
This one. Same thing. By the way, this is the final step. After this,
Oh,
you
it's
just
the
add
final
all the
step.
ingredients to the sauce that you just toss
Oh.
right in. You're
The
done.
onions and garlic.
All kinds of stuff. You'll see.
And the spices.
All kinds of stuff.
Does
Liana asks, and the spices? Ignored.
it smell good already? We haven't even added spices. But we're gonna do something a little different.
Liana, go to your room, do your homework, do something else.
From the
This commentary sucks.
Traditional recipe. We're adding pepper this
We're
time.
going to add a few things that's a little different from the traditional recipe.
Oh.
I don't recall if I've ever had like a.
Dude, stop doing this. This is absolutely disgusting.
Well, at least.
He's still doing it.
There you go.
Oh, let's see the pouring ceremony. Beautiful.
There you
Okay, and one more. The final one.
Good morning, Homer.
That's a nice red color.
Nice red color, yeah. You know, this is food, right? For humans, this is nice. Sounds good. One
You can do
more.
a lot of things with this sauce. You can make it in a big batch, save it for a month, have pastas, and
Yeah, Liana, you can eat the sauce, you can smear it on your face, you can smear it on your body, you can smear it all over the floor, you can give it to the pigs. You can do a lot with this sauce.
grinders, and I don't know if other things that require that sauce.
Chicken parm, veal
Yeah.
parm, any kind of an Italian dish.
I'm not as into chicken
Fucking
parm.
disgusting. How much water do you put in this?
I know you love the different parms. I don't think I've had veal parm.
All right, so now we're pretty much done with the tomato ingredients. Now we move on to the things that are going to make the sauce unique. Okay.
The
It's
spices
gonna make it custom style, robust, and tangy
and
sauce.
veggies.
Authentic Italian. You can see on the thumbnail that I made for this.
Yes, but first we gotta try to dilute that because remember that paste is all stuck
Yeah,
at
it's
the
all-
bottom right now. Stir it up with the slotted spoon. And you see already, see how it got thicker when I started doing that? Because the paste is now diluting. See the paste there? You gotta dilute it with the slotted spoon.
Oh my
To get a
god!
nice thickness to your pasta sauce.
Oh my
Technique
god.
involved in making this right. Gotta have that perfect spooning.
Spooning.
Breaking down.
This looks disgusting. Legitimately.
Good. Notice I am using a plastic spoon. That is so it does not destroy the edges of your pot. Everything today you buy, almost everything you buy is non-stick, unless you buy something that looks like it's stainless steel on the inside. Everything has that non-stick coating, and this will prevent it from scraping the non-stick coating off of your pot and or pan or
Thus
whatever you
preserving
use.
the overall shelf life of your pots and pans. Because after a while, if it gets too scratched up, it's pretty much useless.
All right, we're almost done here. And we're gonna add all the ingredients to finish it off and start it simmering. So,
He stirs this in such a random pattern. It's like not like a normal person, it's just like all over the place. The fuck? Oh, what happened? That was it?
all right.
Okay.
So the final stirring,
Final ingredients.
all done, right? Look at that. See that? You get a little bit of chunkiness to it. It's thick. It's rich. You get all kinds
It's
of pieces of tomato.
rich. Rich? Is this Review Tech USA? How is it rich? Come on, dude.
And stuff in there.
I love tomatoes.
It's rich.
And keep in mind, as this simmers, it'll actually cook all those little pieces of tomato that are in there.
And it'll reduce the liquidy aspect somewhat.
All right. So now what we're gonna do? We're going to add all of the seasonings.
All of the seasonings. Let's go. Oregano.
25 shakes.
Oh no, we're being science DSP. I'm not gonna count if he did it right. Fuck this.
I like oregano.
Garlic salt. I believe it's 2 shakes. Yes.
Now we have both garlic and onion salt, so.
I'm actually gonna do 4 shakes.
Whoa.
Onion salt.
Onion
4
salt.
shakes or 2?
1, 2, 3 shakes.
Oh, only 3.
Red pepper, which was not in the original recipe, but I wanted to have a little bit of kick. The sauce. So I'm gonna give
Little
it
bit of
1,
kick.
2, 3, 4, 5 shakes.
That seems like a good amount. Not
Keep
too
in mind,
much.
it's for the whole pot, and it's very big chips, so probably didn't come out. The recipe calls that you can add a bay leaf if you want. I'm going to add 2 bay leaves, if not 3.
That's what I used when I made the brine for our barbecue chicken. I used 4.
Nobody asked, Liana. Shut up. Go to your room.
1, 2,
3. Oh no, it's broke.
3. I'm going to add 4.
Okay.
Wow,
Bay
for
leaves for the whole thing, the whole pot.
very leafy tastes. Leafy aftertaste.
Now you can really start to smell the spices.
Oh my god, yeah, I love
Whoa.
oregano. Oregano and cilantro.
Now, this is one important change I made. Last time I made this, the recipe calls for a cup of sugar. I put a cup of sugar in there, and I thought that was too sweet.
Oh
When I
no.
tasted the sauce, I was like, why does it taste so sweet? My mom's sauce doesn't taste that sweet. So, I am not going to put that much.
Maybe half of it or 3/4.
I can get the fucking box open. There we go. It's just under 3/4 of a cup.
Dude.
That's what I'm gonna put in there.
Dude.
And I got sugar all over the
What?
countertop.
Well, I'll take care of that.
What? I'll be the 5 millionth person to say, this is too much fucking sugar. Oh my
What
god,
does the sugar do in
no!
the sauce?
Add sweetness, adds contrast. If you don't, it's all gonna be tartness, and you won't have any
It's
kind
going to
of
be
sweetness
acidity
to
from
the sauce.
tomatoes.
Thanks for the fucking contrast, DSP.
Right, you'll have
And then spice.
part and it's acid and nothing else.
I'd rather be completely black and white. You know what I mean?
All right. So now we gotta stir all that in, and then we add our final ingredients and then the meat. So let me get the slotted spoon again.
Oh man, it smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
Start to smell it now.
I love oregano, sweetie. So good. You know, when I was growing up, we never had oregano in the house, ever.
No oregano in
Nope.
the house.
It's not a spice we traditionally used. Keep in
What do you know about fucking spices, Liana? What is this commentary? Come on.
mind, every European country used different spices
Jesus
for most of
Christ.
their meals. Oregano is more common in Italians than, my family.
Okay.
Italians. Oh my god, this fucking fake Italian. Italian. Someone Italian. Come on, DSP. You're barely a human.
We used a lot of dill. I know that.
Next. Onion and garlic, both chopped up.
I love the custom style flexible chopping board. I haven't seen much like these. But obviously DSP would have it because it's special. I already told Leanna to go to her room several times. Yeah. For the chat comment. Nah. This is terribly fucking cut. It's terribly cut. It's terribly cut. It's so massive fucking chunks of onions. And he had terribly cut onions in his meatballs too. That's why they fell apart. I guess.
Okay.
And then stir it up.
And then, nope, finally your meat. And then you stir it, and then you're done. Let me just double check. I'm almost positive that's it. Yes.
Oh yeah, the meat. So add the meatballs. Doink. Oh, they
Doink.
float.
Hey, they float.
And
Oh no.
guess what else we're gonna add?
What?
Sausage.
Sausage, wow.
Italian sausage.
Italian
here
sausage.
too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties of both Italian and non-Italian.
Oh, she has many varieties of sausages. Nice.
I'm pissed that these burnt. I really am.
Oh, that's okay.
I shouldn't have burnt. It's, new pot, it's different stove.
Oh yeah. So it's everything else. The recipe, the pot, the stove, everything else but DSP. And it's in his daughter.
Different everything. Yeah, you don't know what temperature to turn it.
Yeah. It's almost like you have eyes to see when it looks burnt.
Well, we know now for next time. And it could just be the outside's not so good. The inside could still be good.
Yeah, the inside could still be good, but the outside looks like shit.
Hold on, I'm thinking of something.
Look at that.
I think we're gonna skip the sausage because I don't remember if you're supposed to pre-cook it any at all.
You probably are a little, but...
I didn't,
Oh well. We can make the sausage another day and then we'll put the sauce with it.
We could fry the sausage off and make like sausage and peppers or something.
I like sausage and peppers.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we gotta lower.
On second thoughts, I don't mind him getting DoorDash literally for every single meal. This man should stay as far away as possible from a kitchen. From a functioning kitchen with utensils. It's just should be like a hate crime or something. This is I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I didn't eat it, so yeah, fair enough.
Lower the heat now that everything's in. Okay, lower it out there, just to simmer all day. Low setting.
And then you come back and stir it every half hour or so.
Look at all those ingredients in there.
It does look a little chunky so far, but not too chunky.
The thing that's chunky is the onions because I'm not good at chopping onions. I can't cut them small. I'm not a professional chef. So
I can cut onions
the good
small.
thing is, what we're seeing now is going to cook over the course of 4.5 hours, and you will not see those chunks. They're all going to caramelize. They're going to be a clear kind of onion, and they're going to be reddish, and you're not going to really taste them that much.
But the
flavor's
onion
gonna
does add a bit of flavor.
Oh, yeah.
Where the onion salt cannot. Because onion salt is not a substitute for onion.
And more crickets from DSP. It's very cringe when she says something and he has absolutely no response.
All right.
All right, let's get to the actual part when it's done, because this shit is getting
What
a
you
little bit
do
boring.
is you wait about every 20 to 25 minutes. You come in here, you stir it with a wooden spoon, or you could use that slotted spoon too, but we'll use wooden spoon.
Does the wooden spoon add anything other than authentic Italian
No.
experience?
Does the spoon add something? Yes. You get all the tanginess and the citrusy flavor of the wood.
So, and that's it. You just let it simmer all day. Right now it's 12:30. Well, that's actually wrong. It was 20.
Yeah, that wasn't
5
fast
to
by like 10-15 minutes.
So, it's gonna cook for about 4 to 4.5 hours. So you figure 4:30 or 5ish at the latest, it'll be ready to go. And at that point, you can use it for anything. Like I said, pasta, meat dishes. You can make we were gonna do meatball subs, but I don't know now if we're going to now because those meatballs look really overcooked. I don't know how they're gonna taste. We'll have to see once it's simmered. Will they?
Well, we got that sausage
Juice
and
up
we
at
got
all.
that pasta, just in case there's a bad.
Hour or so.
And I'll be coming down to, I'm sure, to see every recipe is different.
Yeah, anyone can make it. There's tons of ways to do sauce. It's just, this is the
Tons of ways to do it. This, not the good one. It's not a good way to do it. Not at all.
So it's more personal
family's
preference.
traditional style of how to do it. And with a few touches, like I said, of my own, a few changes.
Red pepper flakes and stuff and less sugar.
Based off of the last time that I made it, when it tasted too overwhelmingly sweet.
It's a trial and error recipe, pretty much.
Right, so today we did it. We'll see how it is. If you like it, we'll make it like that again next time. If not, we tweak it some more, I'm sure it won't be horrible. It's just that you have personal tastes.
At least you're confident it won't be horrible.
Yeah, no, there's no way. It's going to be decent, no matter
Oh.
what.
It's gonna be decent.
With all family recipe Italian sauce, it's going to
Okay,
simmer
so
in there
that
now.
no, there's some more, and there's short videos, so we get to see how it looks in reality. The man who hates on everybody, the man who shits on every kind of food, gets to make food, and let's see how it turned out.
Gentlemen, we finally have a result. Something that I have cooked, ladies and gentlemen, that is right. And the result of my long day laboring over a pot of sauce and meat, we have homemade
This looks absolutely miserable.
meatball subs, which Leanna's about to dig into. Now, the meatballs themselves, unfortunately, got a little bit singed on the outside, but when we actually put them in here, the meat looked perfectly cooked.
Yeah.
So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. My homemade meatball subs. What do you think?
Oh my god! Meatball sub I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, because I've never had
amazing.
one before, but-
You never
It's-
had a meatball sub?
It will blow your mind. She hasn't had a meatball sub. She's like 12 years old. Obviously, she's your daughter. You should know.
Wow.
Hello, not Italian.
I guess that's true.
Oh, not Italian. Yeah, that's true. DSP, the most Italian man alive.
So, yeah, what I did, you take the meatballs out, you put it right onto the sub, and they're already covered in the sauce from simmering all day. Then you put a little bit more sauce, you sprinkle mozzarella cheese, and I actually give it a sprinkling of Italian seasonings on top, as you can see. 2 homemade meatball subs for dinner. Leanna's having one. If she's hungry enough, she'll have a second. We'll have to see. So is it good? You like it? Great. And that is the fruit of 4.5 hours of hard labor, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it was not worth it. Spoilers.
All right, everyone. So what I want to show you is the final product and just how much.
Oh, the final product. Oh, and this is the leftovers and freezing it. And yeah, this took 5 hours to make. And probably if it was a human making it, it would take a little bit less. And if it was a skilled human, it would take much less. But that's what you get from a pig roach and his daughter.
You can make with that one pot that we did today. So right here in the fridge, we've got 2 of these containers. Let me show you. Pull it out here. 2 of these containers. It's full of sauce. It's heavy. This is enough for 1 meal each, pretty much. And what we did is we separated them up. Some of them have meatballs in them, and some of them don't. Okay, some of them are just sauce. So, for example, later this week we're gonna have pasta. Whatever pasta we have, I like the meatballs, so I'll have it with it. Leanna might not want the meatballs, so she just gets the plain sauce. You can keep 2 of these in the fridge, and they last about a week. But what we also did, of course, is we are freezing. Where is it? We're freezing 4 more. And yes, they're all full to the top. 2 more have meatballs in it, 2 more don't.
Nice half and half.
So there you have it. That's pretty much, 6 meals plus the 2 that we had today. So really it's about 8 meals overall that you get out of that one pot.
And we just found out today we had this drawer.
Well, yeah, we didn't know we had this back drawer in the fridge, which is kind of funny. It's perfect that these things fit there. So there you have it. We got a pasta dinner already. All we got to do is make pasta later this week, pour the sauce, nuke the sauce in the microwave, put it right on. We've got
Okay, now at this point, I'm sure none of you want to eat anything ever again. So let's go watch some Snort Burnell, and that's how we're gonna end this one. It might go around 3 hours long, because I'm having friends coming over a little bit later, so I want to be done with the chilling and interactive streaming. So let's check out this one. It came out 16 hours ago, or the first one. Oh, this is when he talked about Twitch. Let's go talk about Twitch. So this has been the part of this stream where we just catch up on DSP.
Now play the game.
Play the game. Oh, was this the entire time on like 1.25? That's awesome. We saved ourselves a couple of minutes of the sauce making procedure. Hack.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone.
Warning.
What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Wet.
Sound
Snort.
good?
Alright.
Sound good.
Sounds good to me.
Sound good.
Alright, heading up, guys. Thank you for your support so far tonight. I appreciate it. Some more tips would definitely be appreciated because tips have been pretty damn slow so far. Thank you in advance to anyone who contributes in any way. I am grateful. Thank you.
Oh, thanks for the begging,
Katsubushi now has done a $5 super chat and insulted me and my cooking. So Katsubushi can go fuck himself. How about that?
Do you guys agree with the guy who can go fuck himself? Do you guys agree? I agree.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Alright, very nice.
We've become pretty familiar with DSP's cooking, and there's not a lot to tell about it. Mostly depressing stuff.
Good stream so far. Please, if you like the content, please support it. Certainly right now, things have been kind of slow tonight, especially in tips. Oh my god, we're almost halfway through the stream with only $14 in tips, guys. If you like this, if you like the content, please support it. I appreciate that. Okay. Game Trigger just sent me $25.
I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature?
Money creature?
Yeah, look. It's a money creature. It just throws money around.
It throws money?
What the hell was that?
We're up to, $39 in tips now. Guys, again, please, if you like the stream, please contribute. We got a little bit over, maybe a half an hour left on the stream, and I could really use your help with tips right now because they're slow, so thank you in advance. We didn't even get to go to glasses yet tonight, so it'd be great if we could. Thank you. Clementine has tipped me $1.50 and says, amazing stream. Do you see yourself doing this until retirement? I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to happen in my life, and I stopped trying to plan that a long time ago because it's so chaotic. There's no way to tell what's going to happen. By the way, guys, absolute last chance. If you would like to contribute to the stream tonight, please do. Pretty disappointing that we're in the end game of Hades and that the tips are so slow. I didn't expect that, but what can you do, right? Nothing I can do about it, so.
Nothing I could do.
Alright, we've been a great audience, everyone. Thanks. I appreciate everyone who supported tonight. Super chats were great. Tips were kind of low, but I guess you can't have a great night every night. What can you do, right? Thank you to those who did support. I appreciate it.
You're e-begging again. Okay, that's it. That's where I'm leaving it for tonight.
Thank you, Devilish Face, for the compliment.
Next time around, very well could be the conclusion, unless
I'm also wearing pajamas.
Could right now, I don't know. The run's interesting, to say the least, but I guess we'll see what happens next time if I get my 10th clear. Here's the thing, like, next time I play this, if I get the 10th clear quickly or whatever.
$45. Pretty sad. Oh, and there's also a WWE Champions event today. Very interesting.
Then I'll stick around. I'll play a little bit extra to see what happens after. But
a little bit extra.
Essentially, next time will be the final time if I get my final clear. Okay. Thank you to everyone who did support tonight. Thanks to everyone who chilled. I appreciate that.
And now, some of you might be asking, what's with the 45 out of 50? I thought it was 150. Well, it is a 3-level goal. First you get 50, then you get 100, then you get 150 is the newest scam that DSP is running on his stream. He's making people believe that they're actually raising less money and there's more goals and more rewards than normal. But it's not like that. It's the same shit, it just he writes it differently on the screen. So if you're a wheelchair inclined person, you would believe him.
Thank you so much for a great stream of Hades. Until next time. Excellent. A very, very slow night for contribution.
DSP never let Liana or Kat stir the sauce. That's because they're not Italians. Makes sense when you think about it. Oh yeah, and he's earned since 2015 from tips, I think. From the Twitch leaks, he's earned he's earned $435,000. Very nice. And almost 100K from 2019 onward on Twitch.
Twitch. Have you ever heard of this place? I don't know. Maybe just in one of your casual.
Maybe you've heard it.
Glancings about the internet. You know, every once in a while you'll turn on like a computer. I know most people don't use them. You know, but you finally say, man, what is this contraption? You press the power button, you turn it on, you dial up onto America Online, and you might have heard of this thing called Twitch. Okay. So what it is, this company. And what happens is these jackasses, they turn on a camera and they start broadcasting themselves to the world. Like, anyone would care about that. Who cares about some idiot showing their face all over the internet, right? Fuck these losers. But they do this on a daily basis. And people apparently tune in and watch. I can't imagine why. And apparently people toss them money for being stupid on the internet. I can't imagine why anyone would do that. I mean, what a stupid thing, right?
They actually pay me money to do this. That's how dumb these people are. And the fan base literally just went and paid off all of the debt that I had.
Now I see some fucking idiot in chat saying Twitch is a platform based off begging.
That's not begging. That's business.
It's business.
I'm an evil bastard.
But basically, Twitch has been victim to the largest hacking dump in history.
I don't know if that's true. Because a lot of Facebook stuff got very much hacked before. But oh no, actually Twitch got their source codes stolen. All of it, I think. So yeah, he's right. It was very fucked up.
In history. I gotta repeat myself. The largest hacking dump ever in human history. So what was dumped? What was hacked and dumped? Well, let's see.
Oh yeah, Sony was also hacked. That's a good point. But the source code leaked for Twitch, which is a really big thing. So I don't really know. I need to look it up. I'll look it up in a separate tab while this pig talks about stuff.
The source code of the site. Yeah, you know, the code where you can actually, if you wanted to, you could recreate your own Twitch because you actually have the entire code to the site. Yeah, that got leaked. What else got leaked? Financial records of everyone who's made money on Twitch in the last 2 years. Yeah, there's some minor stuff. Little minor stuff, right? Now, the funny part about all this happening is that Twitch really
apparently Yahoo had the biggest breach that had up to 3 billion people affected, which is pretty crazy. And yeah, I mean, September and December 2016, there's some trivia, I guess. But I don't know, I'm not gonna fucking argue with DSP over this. I know what his point is. His point is that Twitch sucks. Okay.
He has not reacted in any rational way. Like, first of all, the rumor is this happened over the weekend. And Twitch knew about it Monday morning and literally didn't say a word about it until the person who hacked Twitch dumped all that data on Reddit.
Yeah, because with cybersecurity, you can't just, the moment you know you're compromised, go out and tell everybody. There's like damage control, the internal stuff that the security department needs to handle. They need to investigate why it happened, how it happened, what was the penetration point or whatever, what was the strategy used. They're not gonna go out there and just scream, you guys, we got hacked. That's what DSP would do.
Huh?
And the good news is, so far at least, so far, of the data that's been dumped, apparently nothing really personal about streamers has been leaked besides income data. A lot of streamers are very transparent. For example, like me, I always have the number of members or subs or whatever.
Fuck off. Mr. Behind the Scenes Tips. Mr. Give me money for bills, but I'm not gonna tell you where it goes. Mr. WWE Champions is transparent. Mr. I got hacked and my identity was stolen and people did blah, 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 things behind the scenes to me. Yeah, the transparent man.
Whatever on my screen. You guys see when people cheered on Twitch because there was always a pop-up. So all my income was always transparent. There shouldn't be any shock to anyone to look at numbers of income that I made and say, oh, I didn't know that. If
only his begging is transparent. Only his manipulation tactics are transparent. Not his actual work practices. That shit isn't transparent.
That much. Well, guess what? It was all public. And by the way, that's also pre-tax info. You know, in the United States.
Oh yeah, as always, when you see a number, that's not actually the number. DSP gets less, you guys, because there's bills to pay.
It's essentially you gotta
So when you send him $1, it's not actually $1. So you should send $1.50 so all the taxes are covered. Yeah, okay.
pay a third of everything you make to the government.
So when he gets a tip, he's not gonna say thanks for the $1. He's gonna say, well, thanks for, according to this calculator, the 63 cents you sent me. Thank you for that. Wow, that's nice. Even though he hasn't done that directly, he has implied that when you give him $1, he doesn't get $1. Not implied. He has said that straight out, outright.
For the IRS, Internal Revenue Service, our federal taxes. So what you see is not what people made. It's what they earned gross, and they have to pay a chunk of that to the government. But still, I guess some people were shocked to see what people made.
Thyri says in chat, yeah, but he denied what showed on screen. He said no one knew what he made on Twitch. That's true, because he has on Twitch various different income sources. He has the cheers, he has the tips, and he has the memberships, the subscriptions, obviously. So, and different, the different kinds get him a different amount of money, because there's tax and there's Twitch takes a cut and so on. So it's not exactly as we would speculate, but if you go on Kiwi Farms and you check it out, the estimates are very accurate to what is the actual leaks from the Twitch stuff. So we were sort of right.
They were looking at some of the top streamers who were literally making like $6 to $10 million in a year.
Okay, that's fine. If DSP was making this money, he would be pretty chill with that. He's just kind of salty that he's not making it. And other people are much more interesting and put more effort and they have way more fun than he does.
And they were like, wow. To me, it's kind of like, this is what I...
But DSP would rather tell you how much fun he's having. He would rather tell you how fun he is. He would rather tell you how interactive his stream is. He would rather tell you how chill it is.
I tell you guys all the time. What I'm seeing is people shocked at the amount of money that people make and stuff like that. Okay? And for me, it's kind of like, why are you shocked? What did you think was really going on with these people? Every day, these people turn on their fucking streams, and people just throw the money. Like, ridiculous amounts of money.
What about Darkside Phil?
Right? I mean, we were talking...
Does he do that? Because to me, a $1,000 tip, or even like a $100 tip, is pretty crazy. It's a pretty crazy, ridiculous amount of money to give somebody who's doing the stuff for free. Come on. I don't know. But for him, ridiculous money is something else. It's not the amount that he spent to move across the country and go broke while in debt this entire time. That's not ridiculous money.
Talking about this a couple years ago. Dr. Disrespect.
I mean, I'll be honest, just like any other normal human, yes, am I jealous of certain people and of people who are successful and whatever? Of course I am. Of course I'm going to have jealousy. That's a natural human emotion.
And DSP's strategy for dealing with these people is actually pretty terrible, because instead of being better, he's just mad at them for existing. Because when they didn't exist, DSP was doing so good because everybody was watching him. And now that they exist and they do better, more interactive, more chill, and more interesting and better produced content, now he's salty because he doesn't make that money anymore. He doesn't get the people that used to go to him. They're now grown up and going and watching other people who are more fun and have more production value.
For those who have more than you, you're always going to have that natural kind of...
So instead of this motivating him to be better, it motivates him to just hate people for just existing.
Jealousy of those who
Jealousy.
maybe
I agree with you, DSP.
I agree with you.
have been more successful or things like that.
Now, I don't know anything personally about the guy's content. What we know is what we hear about his character. This guy apparently publicly cheated on his wife. He admitted it.
Publicly cheated on his wife. He fucked some girl on the street, apparently. This is basically slander, what he's doing. Just like talking about, well, maybe this happened, maybe this happened. Well, I don't know.
On his streams that he was a bad person.
That's not really slander, come on. I'm slandering him right now, but I'm right.
All this. And people throw the guy hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, why not? He's fun.
So...
I don't care what he does with his wife. Just like I don't care what DSP does with his wife. Except DSP tells us all the time and makes it our business what he does with his wife. And if he's going to have enough money to go on a day off with his wife to the store or to a restaurant or to Burger King, he makes this our business. So you kind of feel at some point that it's your business to ask what the fuck's your wife doing. But in reality, the bottom line of the truth of the matter is that I don't really think a lot of people care about what Dr. Disrespect does with his wife. And there's a bigger likelihood that people would care than DSP because Dr. D is a big fucking streamer. He's a big guy.
Do you think these people are poor when you do this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about?
Do you think DSP is poor when he literally begs for a living while spending all the money on completely outrageous things like ordering food, which at this point we kind of determined that it's okay because he cannot cook to save his life, and WWE champions?
Of course these people are fucking filthy rich.
Do I think him and Kat sleep in the same room? Sometimes, I think, but sometimes he probably falls asleep on the couch, drunk. I would assume. I have no way of knowing this, but I make a guess.
With the amount of money people are throwing at them, you know, for dressing up like a cartoon character on their fucking stream. But the thing that really gets me, okay, the thing that really gets me about all of this is all the time when it comes down to me and my content, people draw parallels. Oh, Phil, well, why you don't do this thing that Dr. Disrespect does, or man, why don't you do this cool thing that Maximilian dude does? Why don't you have the production quality of this other content creator?
Cause no money, let me tell you, but that's bullshit. That's an excuse.
Right? Well, here, I'll tell you why. You ready? You wanna know why? Because they make 50 times more fucking money than I do. That's why. They're literally making millions and millions of dollars a year.
When DSP was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, what did he improve? This video that we watched with him making the sauce was from 2014, when he had the most money. The video didn't have a tripod, so the camera would be stable, or a gimbal device, you know, one of those things that make your camera not shake. It didn't have any editing whatsoever, none. It didn't have good sound quality. You could hear everything, and it was just terrible quality. And the production value was bad, and the structure of the video was terrible. So what was his excuse back then? He made over $100,000, maybe more. It's more for sure, but yeah, it's not about money. It's about lack of initiative. Because for him, everybody else has to do this stuff. He has a green screen. God damn it, you don't even need a green screen. I don't have a green screen. But if you try and you look for stuff and you care enough for what people see on your stream and what people hear and their general impression, then you can do it. You can do it. Anybody can do it, basically. Because you can see Indian children streaming on laptops from 2010, and they find a way. And it's fun, and they have a lot of fun. And this guy sits there, and you give him money, and he eats the money away or throws it out the window for Hulk Hogan. And in the end of the day, that's all. Nothing changes. Still the same thing. He still begs. Video is still the same thing. The lowest minimum amount of effort involved.
Bringing in tens of thousands of dollars a month. They can afford it.
No, it's not about affording it. DSP can afford literally anything.
They don't even do their own shit. Do you think they set up their own stuff?
Yeah, do you do your own emotes? Do you do your own layouts? Do you do the art that is shown on the stream? I get it, it's fan art, but come on. Does he do anything? No. No. Babysits uploads. Presses the record button. That's all DSP does.
Really? They have teams of people fucking doing this for them. They have professional studio quality shit because they can afford it.
No. Get lost. Get lost.
You know? Like, what do you think, man?
No. Because it all comes from the desire to do it. And DSP lacks it. So, too bad.
That's why they're better. Why would you compare me? I'm a little rinky-dink dude. I've always been self-produced. I've always been a one-man show.
Yeah, and it was terrible. At its peak, it was terrible, and at its bottom, it was terrible.
I don't have anyone here doing anything for me. It's all me. Everything you see on my streams is 100% Phil, right?
100%
So why are you going to
Phil.
compare me to people who make 20, 30, 40 times more money than I do, who hire professionals to do the work for them?
Because you cry about them, and you say they shouldn't exist. That's why. That's why people are complaining. Because when Dr. Disrespect was filming people in the bathroom, DSP went and clowned on him. Clowned on him. And I'm going to show you the video just for the sakes of it. It takes like 2 seconds to pull it up. So I'm gonna go and find it right now, and you can look at my suggested, in case you love Kenny versus Penny and Cometown. Let me look this up. What was it called? DSP Disrespect. It should be a clip. If it's not a clip, I'm not gonna show it at all. We're gonna break the pace. And yeah, this is it's not it. Okay, never mind. But you can probably find it somewhere. It was the E3 reveal of DSP.
Okay? Seriously. I mean it. Now, and by the way, there's another thing that you guys gotta understand. Okay? There's another thing you gotta understand.
And he had to beg people to make him a Halloween layout. He had to ask people on his streams, you guys, please, if somebody wants to make me a layout. This guy, he can't do anything. He can't even look up how to do anything.
Stand on top of all of that.
Oh, I'm a lol cow now, man. Yeah, I'm a lol cow.
Always been.
Dark side filled.
Since the FGC days.
A lol cow.
Low cow, low cow.
Lol cow, lol
These
cow.
guys, what you're seeing in these number drops is
jabs.
only what they made on Twitch. You guys realize
Yeah.
these people have archives on YouTube that make big money? You guys realize that all of these big streamers have sponsorship deals?
Yes, because they're good. And they attract people to watch them, unlike DSP, who talks about money all the time. That's exactly why I'm here, because he sucks so much. If he was better, I would be making fun of... I don't know. Wings? Not a lot to talk about. Christian?
Behind the scenes agreements where they make tons of money too. You're literally seeing like maybe half of their income when you look at those numbers.
He's like, blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You boring bastard. Jeez.
Do you want to play the fucking game? But let's go ahead and let's say that Phil...
Oh, by the way, we hit 700 subs, you guys. We're getting closer and closer to the memberships and all the cool stuff that we're gonna get after 1,000 subs. So big ups to everybody who subscribed. If you like this, then you can go and follow me on the social stuff and drop a comment and drop a like and yeah, just chill.
Is, you know, oh my god, Phil, why can't you do what this top guy does? Because I'm small potatoes.
No, you're lazy potatoes.
I always have been.
$100,000 is a lot of fucking money. Come on. And it's way more money than you need for a little bit of production value for your fucking stream.
I always will be. Okay? Alright? So, it's very silly, it's very stupid, and it's hilarious to me that I laugh at this. And I say, to me, this is nothing. You guys have all...
Thanks, Kate Sean. I'm gonna check out this video on a different tab, and as we listen to this, we don't waste any time and break up the pace.
What I made on Twitch when I used to stream there, because my subs were always public, the cheers were always public, everything was always public, right? Everyone knew that.
No, that's just a bald-faced lie.
You always knew it was happening with me, and you knew I wasn't filthy rich. I'm not. You know, the number...
What we knew and what DSP was telling you about is, oh, I was making this much, now I'm making this much, and then I'm gonna be making this much, and this year I'm making this much. This is what he told you. And then he tells you it was all public. Yeah, people went to look out for it, and to make like spreadsheets about it, to prove to you that he's fucking lying about where his money goes.
The numbers, if the numbers are accurate, which I can't even, here's the other thing too, I can't even tell you if the numbers are accurate, because I actually did want to find out if the numbers were accurate. I couldn't even find out because guess what? When you get kicked out of the Twitch partner program, they block you from seeing your revenue. So I can't even look back at how much money I made during that time period that the leak is supposed to be to confirm or deny if it's accurate.
He's talking so much. Blah, 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 blah. What are you talking about? Shut up. Nobody cares.
You guys always knew what I was making because it was always on the streams. The fact that anyone would be shocked is just an idiot. I mean, seriously, you have to be dumb. Seriously, you have to be a moron. But it is what it is, so people are just stupid. I don't know what else to say. But it is what it is, you know. For me, it's not a big deal at all. I'm not even there anymore. I don't care about them anymore. I'm not going to be there anymore. I'm not going to stream on Twitch ever again. I'm done with their shit. You know, I've had enough of their toxic company. So, they're just running themselves into the ground. And let me put it this way. First of all...
I also had the idea to make a stream of just watching DSP's E3 coverage. And we were going to make our way back from current day to, like, the first one he's ever done or whatever. To show you how garbage his coverage is. It's literally the fucking worst shit. The worst, like, not even like a journalism level. Nothing. Terrible.
They're incredibly lucky.
Yo,
Alright? Incredibly fucking lucky that so far in these leaks, there has not been any info that could
Oh,
be
there it is.
directly hurtful to the people
There
who
it
use their
is.
site.
Epic
Because
suggestion,
legally,
Chad.
Twitch is required
hope
to
I can
protect
find it.
personal info that is shared with them like that. Can you imagine if the identity of, like, a top Twitch streamer who makes millions upon millions of dollars was stolen, and someone went out there and opened 1 million accounts in their name on their credit? That would be like, say goodbye, Twitch, you are going to be sued into fucking oblivion.
Oh my god. So he basically just wasted all of our time because he's an idiot who's not paying any attention. What the fuck is he doing? He playing on his phone or something?
I will say this. Thank you to someone who behind the scenes tipped me yesterday when I was off. Chicken Man tipped $1.50, said, why are you giving limelight to the dude that hacked Twitch? Because it's fucking it's worldwide news. It's literally worldwide news. It's front page news everywhere.
It's here somewhere. Okay.
It's the biggest hack in history. I'm not going to ignore it like a doofus. That's why, Chicken Man. Thanks for the $1 tip.
Drama views. You're a shill. You're a hack. You're a waste
shill.
of everyone's fucking time. And way to show that you are a relic who is not pertinent anymore. Because you have to make drama content. The Phil drama show every day. Stop being a drama queen.
I can tell you this. Even at the height of my popularity on YouTube, the days when I...
Even his height wasn't all that high. I want you to know this. His height was not all that high.
was rolling in ad revenue, I never, ever cleared... I'm trying to think what the most I...
Because we're talking about 100,000 subs, which, yeah, way back in the day was a very respectable amount, but it wasn't, as he says, like, white hot popular. It was just fucking DSP, you know? And from back in the day, that like the low effort wasn't really a problem all that much.
I ever made was. I didn't even make $200,000. Never.
Fuck you. You're a liar. I made a ridiculous fuck ton of money.
Not even close, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to think. You know, I definitely one year, like over 10 years ago, I cleared like over 100.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. That's bullshit. He's made, literally, as it says on your screen, several $1 million. Like, throughout his career. And that money went on nothing. He has $100 in his bank account right now. Probably. As the leak stated, but that's like 2 weeks old at this point, so, you know, it's more than 2 weeks.
But I never cleared over 200.
No.
Never. No
That's
way.
bullshit.
A thing that is culturally appropriate for the time.
Oh, let's see this.
Right, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
The #1 worst thing at E3, a thing that is culturally appropriate.
Look at the how much he feeds off of shitting on somebody more successful than him. It's he thrives on it. I've never seen this man as happy as when he has to shit on somebody who is essentially his co-worker. They work in the same sphere. And, you know, in successful businesses, you would go to like a networking event where you would talk to people like this, but he's not a successful business, so I'm not even gonna consider this possibility.
For the time, a trending topic, and something that absolutely needs to be called out because it was the worst thing that happened at E3 2019. Dr. Disrespect goes inside of a fucking public bathroom and thinks it's funny to film people pissing without their permission, breaking California privacy laws, getting banned from Twitch, and getting his E3 pass revoked. What a boneheaded, dumb fuck thing to possibly fucking do to get attention for yourself, especially when you're a streamer who's popular for wearing a fucking wig and a mustache and overacting and being an idiot on
That's
stream.
cringe, DSP.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Now you're gonna pull a stunt like this at E3, making all streamers look bad and being a complete fucking moron.
DSP
The sad fact is this
DSP is literally the laughingstock of every single community that he's a part of. He's the laughingstock of gaming, he's the laughingstock of fighting game community, he's the laughingstock of streamers. Because there's people that joke about him on his streams. He is the joke, the butt of the joke of every single community he's a part of. Every single one. And I bet in his gated community, people also talk shit about him. Because it's fucking DSP.
This guy, even though he's currently banned from Twitch, will come back because he's a big moneymaker for them. And even though he's banned from E3 this year, he'll be allowed back next year. And he's going to probably make more money because he pulled this stunt than if he didn't. When he
instantly we go on thinking about money. Oh my god, he's gonna make so much money. But he's such a stupid piece of shit. But he's gonna make so much money. Oh, that's all that matters for DSP.
comes back to Twitch, morons will come empty their fucking pockets and throw bucket loads of money on this guy's head because he...
Morons.
I'm a mature adult with a business degree.
Just listen to this clip of a very smart person.
Phil, you know, we contribute to you, but it always seems like it's a black hole because it always seems like no matter how much we contribute, you're always still having problems. You're always still in debt and nothing's getting better. I agree with you.
Nobody talks like this. Nobody else. Everyone is a moron, but no one else on earth begs like this. Like this. Wings begs, and it is kind of pathetic, but he is pretty pathetic. You know, you look at him and you kind of feel bad. Just a fat guy who gets bullied a lot, and he's toxic, and he's an asshole, and he's racist. So to some extent, you're like, fuck him, whatever. Let him beg. But fucking DSP, the guy who thinks he's amazing, he thinks like he's the shit, has to beg for a living, and talks shit like this, and T-poses and dances on people's graves. And Dr. D is still more fucking popular and wealthy than DSP. Like 2 years later. More than 2 years later from this clip. DSP did his little dab, his little flossing dance, his little Fortnite dance on Dr. Disrespect's Twitch ban. But again, didn't get him nowhere.
Broke the law and actually filmed people in a private area. It's actually against California privacy laws to do what he did, which is why he's in such hot water right now.
It's against government laws to lie on your bankruptcy filing and to do your taxes wrong. That's also. And to be concealing assets, apparently, in a separate PayPal account. That is, I think it is against the law.
I wouldn't be surprised if the police get involved because it's a major thing to do that. You can't fucking do that. And he did it 100% for publicity. He wanted the attention. He got the attention he wanted. And morons will probably give him more money when he comes back to Twitch. That is a sign of our times. The biggest moron on YouTube doing drama shit in Japan. The biggest moron on Twitch doing drama shit to make money. And they will. That's terrible. If anything.
Ironically, if DSP does stupid shit like this, he's gonna get money too, but it's gonna be nowhere close to anybody else.
Please, I have to urge my audience. Support content creators.
Your audience is stupid, DSP. Let's just get it started from here. Your audience is stupid. And everybody who is left after the leaks, after fucking all this shit, like Gamer J Lee, a former mod, went and talked shit about DSP and exposed him basically for being an asshole. Rambo and Howard talk shit about DSP. It was literally his best friends. If you're still here after this and you're a fan of DSP, you're stupid. There is no other way of going around it. You are stupid, and I'm sorry. I'm not sorry for you, because that's a dumb thing to say, but I'm sorry that you are in the vortex like that.
Creators who love what they do, who do things for a living because they have a passion for it, who because they love gaming, they put out content. They don't do drama shit, they don't do these stunts, they don't do stupid shit because they're genuine good people who love what they do and they want to be, you know,
DSP, you're not a genuinely good person. You're not genuine, first of all. DSP has never been genuine. Even in his earlier days, he was never genuine. It was more like a wrestling character. He's also not a good person because he is not a good person. And also, yeah, Dr. Disrespect, that was stupid what he did in the bathroom. I'm not trying to defend him at all. It was stupid, but DSP of all people trying to dance on his grave, this is not something that I want to take. But here, yet another 0% self-awareness take from DSP.
sharing of that with the world.
People's sharing of what? Sharing of wasting everybody's time. If you've watched any piece of DSP content, you would know he has absolutely zero respect for your actual time, or your experience on his streams. All that matters is that he can make a living off of it, and if that means that he can just go and turn on the camera and just sit there all day, he's gonna do it. Things that takes the least effort. Path of least resistance.
Don't support people who pull stupid shit like this because all you're gonna have is morons at E3. You'll have the entire conference will be idiots doing pranks and stunts on the floor and doing stupid shit instead of people actually there to cover the fucking games. This is
DSP, your coverage is garbage. The DSP's coverage of E3 is garbage. You would be much better off watching literally every single shill. Paid shill, by the way. And even the people who are actually paid to promote something, and you would get more both entertainment and information from watching these people. DSP's coverage is garbage. And I said already, we're going to have another stream talking about that specifically, the way he covered stuff. Because it's just... it's just garbage. It's terrible.
Poster child situation where this is exactly what you should not fucking do. This is not how you behave at a professional event. This is not how you behave at anything, and it makes everyone look bad because now the front page news is Twitch streamer filming people in the bathroom, so everyone thinks Twitch streamers are a bunch of fucking pranking assholes instead of people who are to be taken serious.
Who is everyone? Who is everyone? Once again, DSP is talking about everyone, and he doesn't know everyone. He actually doesn't know anyone. Because he has no friends, he has no social relations or connections to people that matter, let's say, or have good opinions, I would say. Yeah, who are you talking about, DSP? Who are these people? Who are a lot of people, or most people, or everyone? Who are they? The answer is the imaginary people that DSP wants you to believe that they exist. And yeah, as we talked about pretty much every stream, there's all kinds of people that exist. And just saying, well, people do this, or people like this, that doesn't mean anything. Or something that I find myself saying a lot is nobody cares. No, what does that even mean? Are you the spokesperson for literally everyone?
Seriously, this is...
Apparently, yes. DSP is the spokesperson for genuine gamers who do what they love to do for entertainment and for a living. So he's a spokesperson for this amazing community. They all beg, too.
100% fucked, and I hate where the world's going, where people like this are supported on YouTube, right? I mean, look at what happened.
I hate where the world's going to people like DSP are supported on YouTube.
With Jake Paul, with his fucking, was it Jake Paul? I can't remember his fucking name anymore.
Logan
Paul, who does the video in Japan with the swinging suicide bodies in the suicide forest, gets a slap on the wrist from YouTube and is still filthy rich. You know, he still gets to make content. Why? I have no fucking idea. And then this guy, he's going to be filthy. He's going to come back to
Also, his mommy agrees during his weekly call. I'm pretty sure his parents basically live in a different dimension from what he has explained about the world to them. Because, you know, DSP has an incredibly warped view of reality and how life works, which is a phrase that he loves to say. So his parents are probably in a completely different fucking alternative universe to what is happening. Like, he would probably talk about trolls and how terrible they are, then be like, oh, I had a very successful stream today, people enjoyed it so much, when it was like 2 behind-the-scenes tips of $50 that made the stream, obviously.
Twitch, and the fans are going to say, oh, poor guy didn't get the stream, and they're going to send him thousands of fucking dollars that he doesn't deserve because he pulled a stupid fucking stunt. That's the complete polar opposite of what we want. You're going to make entire websites like Twitch and YouTube complete drama crap, and that's exactly how not to behave at a professional event. Can you imagine going to E3 and having people squirting you with shit? And
oh yeah, this is a good point in chat. The worst thing is DSP has the sports fan take on every issue involving streaming and gaming. If it's streamers in general doing something good, then it's we streamers. And if the streamer is doing something bad, then it's they. Yeah, it's definitely how it is. He's just how his streams are his community. And if we have to hit the tips goal, we have to hit the tips goal. And if he has some issues or he has done something great, then it's I did it, you guys. I did it so fucking good. But it's not we. It's we when he needs money. Obviously.
Filming you everywhere and fucking with you. This is supposed to be a press event for games, and we have to deal with this stupid immature shit because a guy wants to make money. Fuck off. Okay.
Fuck off. Okay, well that's the...
I really hope if I had armor.
That's the Dr. D part of the stuff. Let's see. The last Snort Burnell. And then I'm gonna be out of here, I think. And as always, I said I don't want to go over 3 hours, and we are over 3 hours. But it is what it is. Nothing I could do. This is because of DSP's terrible pacing of his videos. So it's his fault, actually, that my stream is long.
Now let's play the game!
The wrench. I guess the...
Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
So I don't have the wrench? I thought the engineer is the class that had the wrench. I guess the engineer does not have the wrench right now. We got, oh, what? Well, I was trying to get my bearings, immediately got slaughtered. That's nice. And I have to wait 30 seconds to fucking revive, huh?
Really? What the fuck? I didn't play this Battlefield, even though I would much rather play Battlefield than Call of Duty. I enjoy the strategy more, and I think the physics are much better. But this one looks cool so far, except that it had allegedly massive technical issues. As most DICE games do as they're released. Remember, Battlefield 4, that shit was unplayable. Battlefield 1 had some pretty bad issues. Battlefield 5 had some issues, I think, at launch. Except people hated that game in general because of all the shit with if you don't like it, don't play it, and people didn't play it. So yeah, I ended up playing it on EA Access for $3 a month on PlayStation 4. Fantastic.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin.
Oh my
god.
That was very exciting. Let me tell you guys, my first experience was incredibly exciting gameplay right there.
Oh, very exciting.
Oh shit! Look at this. I'm upside down. What the fuck? Okay, what am I doing? I'm dogfighting here. What the hell is that? You scared me. Why are the gun pointed at the pilot? I'm in the plane with the guns pointed at the pilot's head. What's going on? What are we going down or something? Ah!
Yeah, I like Battlefield 3 a lot too. I like Battlefield 1 the most because I don't like the super modernized versions of the guns. I like the King of Retro style vibes, you know. The old snipers where it's just like one bullet, and when you inevitably missed, you gotta take 5 minutes to reload.
Okay, that was very exciting. Alright, what a great first experience. Alright. Yes. Oh yeah, okay. So what are we doing?
Yeah, DSP definitely, he definitely takes a sip or two before his late stream, because he looks pretty sloshed. Slashed.
Clown. He's a clown. That's what you are. You are a joke. You're a clown.
Turret. Oh shit. Did they take it out?
And he did nothing wrong. And him playing games that have like the kill cam in them, it's the cringiest thing ever. Because every time he dies, it's not his fault until you watch the replay or you replay the part where he died and you see it's exactly his fault. And he was shooting somebody in the kneecaps while the dude just got a headshot and left.
I didn't know there was another viewpoint to shoot me there. Who shot me?
Who shot me? Why am I shot? Marty says, in Battlefield the maps are so huge I'll spawn, run across, and die. And a small map Battlefield is fun. I like that too. There was the mode that was called something, Domination maybe, that is just like infantry based and smaller maps. I like this too, but the matchmaking sucks. That's what I wanted to say. This is how I play the game.
We're now up to $9 in tips, guys. If you like me trying this chaotic stuff out, please support the stream.
Oh, definitely drunk, and I can hear it even through the filter, through the Snort Burnell filter. Definitely drunk.
I really could.
Or at least a little bit warming up for the WWE and gin later on.
Use some help tonight, particularly. So thank you in advance to anyone who does tip.
Thank you in advance.
Sadly, we're like at what, $10 of tips or something? Seriously? Hold on, guys. We're at $10 of tips.
And I know this is heavily edited, but shit looks like he's drunk, like totally.
Please, it's been almost an hour. Do you like this?
No.
I can turn it off.
Turn it off, please.
I can turn it off. We'll do something else. No, really. I mean it. $10 of tips, huh? I hope we can do better than that. Come on. Come on. It's gross. It's for this. It's not because they love what they're doing. It's not because for the love of the game or because they're true gamers. It's for this.
Yo, this is a really good point.
I agree with you.
And this is what it's become. It's not about putting out a quality review. It's not about putting out a quality playthrough or quality stream. It's about making this.
Dick Dickerson sent me $1.50. Says, how's it going? This game is, I don't know. You think we made $50? We can switch to Monkey Ball. No, we're not switching to Monkey Ball. It's not happening.
It's not
At
happening.
this rate, it looks like we're not even going to come close to $50 in tips tonight either, which is terrible.
It's terrible. He's entitled to the money, you guys. You don't know. He has to get it. He's entitled to it. Because otherwise he can't exist. He needs to do something else. So he has to get it.
Terrible. 2 bullets left.
This was nowhere close. Unfortunately.
A sniper duel.
I'm such a goddamn scrub. I suck. I'm a scrub.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that I'm playing this game for the first time and it's one of the slowest nights for support is not making me feel very positive about playing it further on Sunday or even getting a game. Are you telling people just don't care about that?
Thanks for the support, Pauper Lives. Thank you in advance for becoming a member when we get memberships. I'll try and make some nice rewards for you guys and some fun and interactive emotes. I think that should be pretty fun.
If that's the case, then that's fine. I won't play it. I have many other games to be playing right now.
Many other games.
Battlefield does not have to be one of them. People are so dumb, they're like, oh, so it needs support to be played.
But he's playing it because it's the new release, while shitting on people for playing the new release.
It's simple, alright? I play games because I like games. But I'm also operating a business. Right now,
Your business sucks, and your gameplay sucks, so pick one and become better.
I'm balancing. Just think about the amount of games I'm playing.
Oh, this filter is just,
Lost Judgment,
wow.
Super Monkey Ball, Alan Wake, Far Cry 6, and Hades.
You can stop stalling and just play the game, and everything's gonna be much faster, you know what I mean?
All of those games I'm enjoying, and people are supporting all of those games. I went out of my way tonight to say I would do a special stream where I would check out Battlefield's beta, because people asked me to do it.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm doing
people
it.
ask.
But if people aren't going to support it, I will play one of the many other games that I still want to play.
I like how people ask whatever he wants to do. It's always like, people ask me to do this. I think people might have asked him to play WWE Champions and become an alcoholic. I think it was a people's choice.
Will get support. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's not rocket science, man.
Give me money. Give me the money.
Give me the money.
A lot of comments to the super chats. The chat seems very positive. Well, that's the thing. People say they want to see it, but if there's no support for it, I can't keep doing it, man. There's many other things I could be doing. Thank you. We're up to $38 in tips now, guys. Again, if you like seeing me do this kind of stuff, if you want to see me play more of this on Sunday, please contribute. If not, I'm probably not doing it. I'll be honest. I'll probably just play all the other games that everyone's waiting for. So.
Give me your money. Let's face it, is a money factory. Please give me your monies.
Nice. Haha. Oh shit! Oh! Ow.
Whoa, very nice. Perfect aim, Burnell. And I mean, I'm not very good at aiming, so I'm not gonna shit on him. But if he starts complaining, then I'm gonna shit on him. Also, Wings of Autistic cheered or sent a super chat or whatever in DSP's thing.
I have terrible aim. Alright, now we banned this idiot. Goodbye.
Oh,
Banned.
Banned.
Gone. Forever.
Jake, two big contributions just came in. Holy crap. Guys, thank you for these. I'm going to give a shout out when I get a chance. I had no idea those big contributions came in. Once I die and respawn, I will shout those out and add those to the leaderboard because those are actually quite big. Thank you. Alright, so first of all, Navo did a $30 tip.
I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature?
It's a money creature?
Yeah, look. It's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that?
So that jumps us to 69, which means Gunnar Glass's time. And then, Jake Lasso took $11. So with that, we're now up to $80 in tips.
Whoa.
We're $20 away from a hack. Look at that. But if you guys want to see a hack,
And he's so excited. He's so excited. And now it's now... He got his money, but it's still, if you guys want to see a hat, now is the time. What the fuck? Never satisfied. Never. And, I mean, never will be. Because it's DSP.
Okay.
Can't satisfy DSP.
Hydro 90
In pretty much any way.
used to be $20.04.
Gee, thanks, money creature.
So it's hat time. Sadly, there's no time to vote for a hat, so we're just going to do it the second time today. We're going to do the fake hair hat. There's no time to vote. It's fun, but at the same time, it's not something that I would want to do endlessly. Like, I probably would enjoy the other modes better. Just being honest, I really feel like I would actually enjoy the other modes more than the big map mode. And that's fine. But
You mean 999 like this?
999999.
What I'm wondering is, should I play this again on Sunday? I'm kind of leaning towards no.
I'm leaning towards no because money.
Beta was going to release more maps and more modes for Sunday.
What?
Then I would say yes, maybe we should do it. I'll be honest, I am more leaning towards buying this than I would Call of Duty. Call of Duty Vanguard was just so meh.
Guys, thank you so much for a great night. My favorite part, mobile games.
I've not seen any real significant growth in members at all. In fact, I've seen the opposite. We started off this month with about 290 members. We're down to only 273. So I'm not sure what you guys want for member goals, but it's obvious you're not motivated by this. I need to know what you want, right? I do.
It's almost like his community is not one singular entity that thinks with a hive mind. They can't tell you what they want because it's a bunch of different people that want a bunch of stuff. Derek wants to see him eat shit, probably. Come on, it's a bunch of people. So you gotta take an executive decision to what you're gonna do that's gonna make most people happy.
Obviously, if these goals aren't good, I need to know what you think is a good goal. Because I'm trying to figure out what motivates you. I mean, you guys asked me,
begathon.
Said, give us more things for being a member. So I said, okay, I'll give you priority questions for Ask the King. And if
That's
you noticed,
bullshit.
Ask the King last week,
That is bullshit. Priority questions, that means nothing. Because you could be a member for 30 days and send him a question. He's going to read it just as well he's going to read the questions in chat or on Twitter that are free. So don't bother. If it's for priority access to Ask the King, that he does like twice a year.
ton of members got their questions answered live on the show. I give you priority nomination access to
That
nominate
means
games.
nothing.
And you guys are also going to be voting on games for the upcoming Halloween event. And you get priority access for that too. So I'm giving you a lot of extra features being a member in addition to all the other things you get.
They're kinda
Like the
useless.
name, the emotes, the chat crown, avoiding slow mode. Like you get all these benefits for being a channel member. Oh yeah, it's also cheaper than when you became a channel member on Twitch.
Yeah, give me a break.
So I don't really know what else I could possibly throw at you guys as a way of saying, hey, become a member today because here's all the cool features, right? Please, if you're not a member, consider it. You know, we're trying to get some growth on this channel, and the only way we're going to do it is to see more members come in here and support the channel in the long term. The long-term support is incredibly important. It really is. Because without the long-term support, that's consistent income that I can see every month coming in, as opposed to not knowing every day, what am I going to get? Super chats, what am I going to get? Tips, right?
What? What the fuck? I thought tips were short-term income. He's completely lost in his own authentic Italian sauce. He has no idea what the fuck he's begging for at this point. He's just give me money. He has devolved, or as he would say, devolved, into literally just saying give me money under a bunch of different agendas and different ways and approaches to say it. It's just give me money. It's not like, oh yeah, you get this benefit, you get this. It's a long-term support I needed. I need the short-term support that helps me the most, but the long-term is much better. But yeah, come on. No, just be better. How about this?
The members is consistent income. That's dependable. So, you know, there's not much else I could do about that. I thought you guys would be motivated to see a new hat on the stream that you get to pick from. You know what I mean? Like, we would go on Amazon together and find the silliest freaking hat and order it together. I thought you guys would like that, but I don't know. It's been
That's okay. That's a pretty good idea to pick with the members what hat they want to see. That's a pretty cool idea.
We're a week now into October, and we actually lost members, so maybe that's not the case. And if that's the case, maybe I'm tone deaf, and I need to hear from you guys what you want.
It's not about this. You're spineless. That is your problem, and that's been for as long as you remember, because DSP goes in the way that gives him more money, which is not always the way that you should be with a business. Because you see what Ubisoft is doing right now, where they're making everything online, co-op, or live service, and that's not the way. And that can make you more money from whales like DSP at the moment, but not in the future. So DSP needs to have a spine to know what is better for his business. Instead of asking Derek, and people like Derek, and some wheelchairs that don't even know what is happening. They just know he needs money.
And it has to be something viable, not multiplayer with Phil. I've already explained 5 million times why it ain't gonna happen. It can't happen because
And maybe that's a good that's a good suggestion. Maybe you guys can pick a hat for me to wear. When I can have members, we're gonna do that special thing, man. Thanks in advance.
trolls. You got a problem with that? Complain to the trolls, not me. I want to do
Complain
multiplayer
to
with
the
you guys, and I
trolls.
can't.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna go on Kiwi Farms, make a complaint thread? You're gonna go on Reddit? You're gonna go on Twitter to complain to the trolls? Huh?
Right? Outside of that, let's think of something else together instead of just beating the dead horse and saying the same shit over and over, something that you know can't happen, right?
Nope, that's my lie. Got him. Got him. Hi there, you liar, you. I'm
Got
gonna
him.
lie.
The new update of this is that today, Twitch is getting hacked even further. Apparently, you know, these source code leaks have left them wide open exposed. Because today, as people were using Twitch, they realized the backgrounds of pages had been hacked. Now, normally, let's say, for example, you're in the directory for Back for Blood. So you search Twitch for Back for Blood, and Back for Blood has a page. You click on that page, and that page usually searches the directory of everyone playing the game, and then it would actually have some nice game art, like in the background of the page, okay? Someone hacked Twitch. They changed all of the background art to be an extreme close-up of Jeff Bezos' face doing like an O face. And it was like this for hours, over 2 hours. Every page, that was the background art. until Twitch realized it because people reported it, and they turned off all background art on game pages.
Oh my god.
So just think about that. That site, at this point, right now, no exaggeration, Twitch is unsecure. All right? Anyone who...
Yeah, that's why I haven't started streaming there, you guys. I'm sure it is. But if you want, you can follow me there if you're not afraid for your safety on the internet, I guess, about the Twitch leaks and shit. I don't care. You can go follow me if you want. You don't have to.
Streaming on that site right now is...
But today my my notifications aren't updating, and as always, there's some issue with Streamlabs, so fuck that. There's some new subs during the stream that didn't show up, didn't pop out, so they're behind the scenes tips. And this came out October 9th, so I don't even know what day it is today. It came out today. Pretty nice.
Is taking a giant security risk. Twitch has holes in it that people can use as backdoors into the site to do malicious stuff. So, I mean, that is way too much of a risk. Holy shit, I would not be streaming on there right now, and I mean this too. Right now, if I was a full-time streamer on Twitch, I would seriously be leaving.
I had to lie about things because I had to protect my family.
Yeah, I enjoy YouTube a little bit more than Twitch, even though Twitch is more streamer-centric, obviously, but YouTube is more like a hub for all the content that I want to make. And that's what my channel is for, so, yeah.
Now is the time. This is the sign of a sinking ship. The holes have gushing water pouring through them, you know? So the next tip is someone who's criticizing my Vesta goal and basically saying the following. I'm going to put it in a nutshell. They don't understand why I don't count super chats towards the tips goal. Because...
double money, double dipping.
Super chats are...
Because super chats are long-term support that he gets after the fact. A long time, that's for the consistent income, and the other shit is just what he gets now to spend on DoorDash and WWE champions. That's why. That's your excuse.
They're not tips. They are completely different contribution methods.
Yep.
A super chat,
Completely different method.
YouTube takes over a month to process, and I get that in the long term. Meaning, if you do a super chat today, thank you so much, I'll see something from that probably in late November, okay? Takes a while for me to get anything out of a super chat. Still helps, and it's still long-term support, but it's nowhere near, like, something I can help me right now, okay? A tip, when you tip me, that's something I can use immediately for something important. Like, I'll give you an example. Over the course of this weekend, there's 2 big bills that are coming due.
Oh, big
my
bills.
bills, as well as my dues here.
Yeah, and the WWE Champions event is on. The Halloween event. You can get a zombie Triple H.
Both of those come due over the course of this weekend, okay? Now, good news is, because they come due on a weekend, likely payment won't be taken for those till Monday. So I have this weekend to raise enough money in tips to pay those bills. If I don't, those bills don't get paid. Because you might say, well, I don't...
I might actually do that, what Popper says in chat, and play games while DSP is talking. I'm going to do that when I can make sure that I can stream in like 1080. And the gameplay is going to be decent quality, because I don't want to be thinking about, you know, giving you shit quality gameplay and stuff. Yeah. Sounds good?
I don't understand what happened to your YouTube payment.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind having the occasional restream and listening to a pre-stream and playing a game. I'll do that in the future.
You mean my YouTube payment that came in over 2 weeks ago, that paid the mortgage, that paid my taxes, that paid my health insurance, that paid all these other bills and is gone? Because it's not an unlimited amount of funds? Yeah, it's gone. The YouTube payment's gone. It paid all my bills. Now it's tips to pay the rest of the bills until I get paid by YouTube again around the 21st. This is not rocket science. This is how adults live.
Gluttonous lives of...
DSP knows nothing about how adults live. DSP can't cook, he can't clean, his back hurts to do anything, he can't do a house improvement. He doesn't have the vaguest idea how adults live. He hasn't worked a full-time job since 2010, which his jobs was just a job that they got him because of nepotism, basically. So yeah, he's never known the life of an adult person. He was never an actual, genuine adult person and had an adult life. And his wife doesn't even work full-time. She's not even a full-time adult guy, too.
Of excess and plenty. Bring on the dancing girls and feed me grapes. That's why my foot is swollen.
Oh, wow.
That's right. I'm living the life. The life of gourmet, cherry juice, and turkey burgers. I sip, 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 and I bite, 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 and I ban. That's right, and I count. I'm rolling in dough, if you didn't know. I just count. I call it the children's millions. Thank you for exposing me on the stream. I've been completely and utterly exposed on the internet.
Exposure.
Okay, so if you're someone who, you know, you sit around, you have 2 bills, a credit card and a car payment, and you have no other thing besides maybe your rent, and you wonder, where's Phil's money go? I actually have a ton of bills that I have to pay. A ton.
Yeah, because you put yourself in this position. Why do I have to be hearing about this? You put yourself in this position. I don't give a fuck that you have bills to pay. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to watch gameplay that is terrible, and pre-streams that are meandering and random, and a bunch of toilet breaks and lunch breaks. That's what I'm here to watch. Why am I here?
All right? I have a lot of
I have no
responsibilities.
idea.
Maintaining this household and this family. It's that simple. Okay? So, yeah. So right now you say, well, why don't you count the super chats with the tips? Because they're not the same. Super chats, I won't get anything out of a super
They
chat
are
till
not
over
the
a month.
same.
All right?
DSP.
Tips I get right now. Tips I need right now to pay these fucking bills that are coming due. I need to emphasize tips as the major focus and the major way to support my streams because I need the money to pay my fucking bills.
Endlessly spend money. It's addictive. I'm sometimes
Yeah, by the way, yeah, Zion Agent in chat is saying that this dude still gets money from his mommy and he begs strangers on the internet. I want to make it clear, when he went to have his secret wedding, not only did his parents pay for everything, including the wedding and the trip and literally everything, his mom gave him money to pay his taxes, while at the same time he was still spending thousands on WWE champions. This spineless creature was doing that. So yeah, sounds good. And that's gonna be for the stream. This is the end of the video. I don't think anything interesting is gonna happen. And today I have a little bit of a special outro prepared, if I can find the tab that I got it open. Since people are calling me fucking DSP Fantano, I'm gonna give you a classic Anthony Fantano outro. Hold on, let me get the transition. Transition. Did you give this stream a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best. What should I watch next? Hit the like if you like. Please subscribe and please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Over here, next to my head in this video somewhere is a suggestion for my other videos. You can check it out. DSP Fantano, forever.